yeah, this is going to be their first time clashing for a lot of these players. So curious to see how the prep looks on both sides. Obviously, we have expectations for Gen G. RRQ, they're the ones that need to deliver.
RRQ look really comfortable. Like we were saying, you know, all that preparation, that stability that they must feel, you know, having everything prepared for them, being out here for quite a while now.
G match कब अभी next week
pretty
bro?
ready to go. I would not expect too many nerves.
DRX के सामने I think.
Reading from the players' faces. I think same on the side of Gen G. I really like this roster. I think it's, you know, not quite a super team or anything like that, but as you're mentioning,
Name change, those.
not a lot of guys that have too much international experience on the Valorant stage, but hopefully with this roster,
𝐆-𝐏𝐾𝐿
built something that has that potential to get there.
क्या लगता है क्या होने वाला है? As we get ready to go into the map draft here, to keep in mind for RRQ is I believe that lock-in for pretty much most of the team as well as the coaching staff, that was the first time that they had ever met. So they met in 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐿. I don't believe that they were really able to get everybody together prior to that event. If I'm wrong, I'll clarify and educate everybody else. But I'm fairly certain that that's the case. Anyway, Icebox is banned away by Gen G.
We're going into our first map here. What map are we expecting? Oh, and it's a split ban. I think we're seeing a trend here.
Teams just still are not willing to go for this one. I mean, we saw it floated by a couple of our Pacific teams over at Lock-in, but for the most part,
गोलू क्यों म्यूट है?
एनीमे देख रहा है.
माइक साउंड कम है एकदम. कितना कम?
किसका, मेरा कि तेरा?
मेरा बोल रहा है. अरे हर रोज कैसे हो सकता है भाई अलग-अलग माइक साउंड?
Only for now, or am I getting some sense? Nosebleed. नहीं रे, nosebleed के लिए नहीं है वो. Walkout के लिए था. Don't just watch, engage people. और क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं bro?
Okay,
I see some success. They have played on this map. And
क्या पता?
Engine ने Ascent ban किया.
Ascent going to be banned out here, and
इनके परमावेंस पता है क्या?
Ban at the end of the day.
I find that surprising because I would suspect that Ascent
Valorant के RRQ ने.
decently comfortable for them. This makes sense though for RRQ. They kind of got bodied on Pearl. Well, not bodied.
क्या map से Fracture,
strong performance. They could close on Pearl. They made some poor decisions.
Fracture, Lotus और Haven.
Were on Pearl is what I mean to say. That's I believe Haven as the deciding map in this series. So a fairly
हाँ वो तो म्यूट कर दिया मैंने अभी.
map that everyone
स्ट्रीमर मोड ऑन नहीं किया लेकिन ऐसे म्यूट कर दिया.
So
थक गया हूँ Haven Lotus देखते देखते. हाँ यार.
This map pool is pretty exciting. And I can see why.
मान भाई क्या सीन सब बढ़िया आप बताओ.
ट्रिपल साइड.
That we're going to kick off with Lotus. Your reaction to
बगा
Lotus.
बगा के खेलना.
That's the one that really concerns me because again, we're seeing them selected for the second time. What this has to tell me, what I have to see from this is that RRQ feel confident in improvements to that map because that was where they got slaughtered by footballists. It was not close whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, so like you're saying, you know, maybe they get some experience on that map. They still feel comfortable, but now they're going to actually not be nervous here on this stage. So I'm hoping that is the case.
Your new analysis video are so
अरे nice भाई देखने को मिला भाई.
कोई तो बसर का episode 2 लिंक कर दो, मैं पिन कर दो. I mean, कमेंट करो तो मैं पिन कर देता हूँ.
वाइपर सेंटी.
ये लोग कौन सी बैक दबाते रहते हैं? It's वो रहता है रे.
सही है.
So vastly different styles here, which means that you're not going to be having those Molotovs, you're not going to be having those orbital strikes for those deep post-plant positions that you normally see Brims get set up on. So this is a bit of a different look here for the side of Gen G. On the opposite side though, the Cypher that I'm looking for is very much there. The Brimstone is there. So this is going to come down to execution because it's going to be
RRQ का कॉम्प ऐसा है कि एक साइड पे साइफर के इस पे छोड़ के दूसरी जगह फाइट कर सकते हैं. एक इनिशिएटर इन्फो ले सकता है और एक हेल्प कर सकता है फाइट लेने के लिए. और जेनजी का कॉम्प ऐसा है कि पैसिव भी खेल सकते हो लोग डिफेंस में. अटैक में जेनजी को एक बंदा अलग पे छोड़ना ही पड़ेगा फ्लैंक देखने के लिए.
Let's see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Up here, I think it looks pretty good. The players look ready.
Thank you,
I thought
Victoria.
you guys were kind of joking about the paper up his nose thing, but it's
no,
real.
It's a real thing.
It's real.
It's real. And now he's gotten the rest of the team, well, not the rest, but most of the rest of the team to buy in.
आवाज आ रहा है ना इसका बराबर
sort of, you know, buff that he brings for himself. Yes.
If it works, you know,
hey, but don't fix it. It did work for him at times last year. I can tell you that paper came in the nose, and all of a sudden he started pounding. So
Buzzard video,
this is going to be really
to video link.
Two really good teams here, Quack. Obviously, I favor Gen G just in a lot of different aspects. They look pretty darn good against 𝐿, who ended up being the second place team at Lock-In, of course. So, but RRQ, there's a lot to prove here. And I talked to them real quick on the way up to the stage today. Just had a brief moment to say hi and introduce myself. But they said that, you know, today it's just, we got to play as we practice. You know, that's going to be the key for us here today. You know, sticking to our guns, sticking to our game plan. And then
RRQ के नीचे IND कर देते तो क्या balance हो जाता ना आपने सामने जो किया था IDN.
Different game plan though as to how they
Hello,
play
Nisar
during Lock-In, because this is a different team composition. Kind of like what Seth was talking about. Double controller. We definitely need to look out for that execution coming into this.
Yeah, both these teams.
कैमरा पे B side retake छोड़ दिया है. Brim से Women देखेगा. और RRQ पे ऐसे ही delay smoke कर दिया है.
A little bit of pressure being applied here at the dish, and it's going to be 2 kills for
Nice
𝐿.
My God. Pushing outside of arcade, he's already, excuse me, he's already finding 2. And this is troublesome for Gen G because they don't quite have the numbers.
Delay कर दिया. अभी retake के लिए सब सामान है. Brim के पास अभी तक एक ही smoke बचा रहेगा. ज़्यादा से हाँ एक smoke है. Molly नहीं है.
What? 2GE's right here ready
retake के लिए use करेंगे. आने देंगे side पे. और फिर कैमरा पे information लेके retake start करेंगे लोग. Flood करने वाले side.
Kind of him and King, really an interesting story there with the dueling.
सेटल होने देंगे तो थोड़ा मुश्किल है. सेटल होने के पहले ही मारना पड़ेगा इनको. आया एक तो आया बकरा. मार दे इसको. Nice.
It's still already going back into it. RRQ not letting up. The only one left here is TS, the 𝐿, the 𝐼𝐺L.
Nice.
Trying to find a bit of a headshot, but Flips will answer right back. Instantly, RRQ taking the defuse.
I didn't 𝐿 so good that one, but that's okay.
Who got that from Tasteless? He was here today.
I like that. I mean, you know, the pistol round, you know, this is on the back of 𝐿 finding 2 huge kills on the
देखो अभी उनको 2 पिक मिल गए तो अच्छा था. अगर लोग B जाते तो I wanted to see retake कैसे करते हैं.
Oh, and he just tucked himself behind the corner, the haunt as well. Caught the back.
B जाते तो क्या कैम से info लेता था साइड पे कोई है क्या नहीं. हाँ टावर वाला स्टार वन करके करता था. ब्रीम का फिर स्मोक बचा ना 2 जो अभी ड्रॉप पे यूज हुआ वो यूज ही नहीं होता था.
अगर वो लोग डिफॉल्ट खेलते तो जेंजी आराम से करके फिर जाते.
हाँ चलता था ना, लेकिन इसके लिए तो वो लोग ने स्टैक रखा था. आराम से आते हैं. तो ब्रिमस्टोन ने सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन ले रहा था बीमेन का बस और रिटेक पे था पूरा साइड.
ये तो भाई ये कर रहा है.
Doing a great job holding down some of these angles for his team, and yeah, gun advantage definitely helps, but looking to see how this Cypher continues to play out. There's no Neon to contest with here from the side of Gen G. Maybe a little bit of unexpected situation they're going to run into. So, you know, in some ways that kind of helps you out as the Cypher. That's one less kind of obstacle you have to deal with here. You just have the race that you're mostly focused on with these trap wires.
Exactly, right? This is something that might actually give RRQ a buff, in fact. If anything, Gen G might want to consider spending some utility like a paint shells just to
मेरे को लगा अंडरपास जाके और भी ऑफ फार्म करेंगे रे इन लोग.
करना चाहिए एक्चुअली अभी
हाँ. But then again,
इको पे अंडरपास जाके और फार्म अच्छी टीम थोड़ा उसमें फर्क हो जाता है. अभी तक ब्रिज के पास कितने और 2-3 और में अल्ट आ जाता है और उन लोग के ब्रिज के पास और 2 और ऑफ फार्म करते तो इजी हो जाता.
Looks like they will actually. Okay, a little bit of snake bite forces them off the plant. Still trying to stick to it. It's gonna be TS with a quick triple. All of a sudden, trying to get the
प्लान में 3 किल भी दे दिया ना उन लोग को.
Not let that happen.
अगर ये इसको उड़ा देता तो 𝐿𝐵 और 17 HP का था.
Against the 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐾𝐿, so that's, you know, he's had some big kills already here. 4 and 2. It's a good start for him. No kills anywhere else to be found yet on the Gen G side. So see if they can start picking it up here with the rifles in their hand. But yeah, again, holding that angle well, using that wall, obscure himself and still find the power of the gun. TS just absolutely disgusting shooting there. 4 bullets, 4 hits, 2 heads, 2 bodies. Damn, that's what you're looking for from TS. And the last time they played on Fracture for Gen G.
प्लान हो भी जाता है तो गए थोड़ी Cypher ult क्यों यूज करेगा तू ये राउंड पे.
This time on the Astra,
might have some more responsibilities, so I think that's something that Gen.G might have to work around. But other than that, it's clear that this guy's still sharp.
No doubt. He's got a lot of responsibility, but he has certainly stepped up to the plate for this team, at least from what we've seen so far. Even going back to like some of the off-season events that Gen.G played in, he was playing really well there too. So you'll have to see it. You know, one of our veteran players here, he's been around long as literally since the start basically of Valorant Esports in Korea. You know, previously on the Quantum Strikers, the sister team of the Vision Strikers. Long history. A lot of these players have been floating around with TNL, the former sister team of DRX. And they've had a ton of success, other than, you know, they could never topple the insurmountable obstacle that was DRX.
For sure. I mean, of course, we want to see them meet DRX at some point. Given the way they're playing right now, it's not working out so well. RRQ, in fact, are anchoring down this B side like nobody's business. Gen.G taking the zip line over, trying to set up that sort of split push perhaps, but I don't think it's going to be good. RRQ are just prepared for this. They're reading this like a book. You push out, they shoot you down.
Too strong?
Wow. I mean, what a statement that RRQ is making here to start. They just knocked Gen.G's rifle round out of their hands.
मुझे लगता है कि जब भी साइट वो एंट्रेंस का ट्रिप तोड़ दिया आर्केड का, तब भी टाइम था साइट पे जाने का हिट करने का. क्योंकि स्टन फ्लैश वेस्ट हो गया, उसके बाद साइड पे कैसे जाएंगे? क्रॉसफायर है, एक तो स्मोक के थ्रू आके मार दिया. बाद में टावर और साइड का क्रॉसफायर ब्रेक ही नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि यूटिल यूज हो गया था तब तक. जब भी यूटिल यूज हुआ तब भी एंटर करना था. और दोनों ट्रिप्स तो तोड़ दिए, फिर केज के थ्रू जाने में क्या है प्रॉब्लम था?
I mean, I'm inclined to agree. I've definitely seen similar compositions.
Raze और आर्केड से आया तो
you want to go for that sort of post-plant lineup thing, Astra, Gravity Well plus Snakebite combo, but you need the spike plant to make that work, and Meteor has to be the one to open up the site. He's doing it this time with a Stinger of all things, and of course a little bit more space for the team. Flips though, going to be able to spray down through the smoke.
जो अभी साइड पे आया ना रेज, वैसा ही लास्ट राउंड भी करना था उसको. आर्केड से आया था ना वो.
In the tower, here comes the rolling thunder, but oh, Flipsider, he's on the other side of it.
Sent towards the wrong direction, and that's going to be 𝐿𝐿𝐿 trying to find a trade. EJ goes right back into it, so we're on a 2-on-2, pistols only. It's not going to work out so well unless TS can repeat that same magic. He's trying to play that post-plant with the gravity well, pulling them off the defuse. They're not quite sure where he is, but EJ seems to have an inkling. It's going to be a headshot, though. This is not impossible. All he needs is that one perfect, but it's not going to happen. 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 denies it, 4-0.
I mean, TS is trying to do everything he can here.
वो अल्ट मारा ब्रीच, तभी कैपिटलाइज करने के लिए एस्ट्रा क्यों नहीं आया अंडरपास से?
हाँ ना, आ सकता था अंडरपास से आके उड़ा सकता था एक.
हाँ. Meteor, 𝐿𝐿𝐿 finding one apiece, 2 for Eco, but still, nobody else is really stepping up here for Gen.G when they need it. This is a good entry with a good flash here to set up Meteor. But overall, I mean, you can't keep relying on just TS alone to get this done. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's a smart player. He just couldn't quite convert on that last kill, and you can see it's a little bit tough for him, but the players are just, you know, bigging him up, saying it's okay, we got this.
नहीं जीतेगा, मेरा Gen.G जीतेगा.
Come
on Meteor!
आराम से मारेंगे.
Right now though, the way that they're playing this, it's repeatedly applying pressure to the B site, maybe peeking into A main a little.
क्या हो गया इसको?
but 2G ऐसा भाग के आया.
No, you're absolutely right. They're doing a great job of holding their angles.
सिर्फ footsteps से दो लोग को hold करा रहे हैं उसने.
Gen.G usually finding that opening kill or, you know, at least making a trade of it. That last round didn't quite work out, but they were able to respond. Of course, the upgraded, you know, the improved firepower versus what Gen.G had. Now they've already pushed out to the ropes here. Gen.G had left the spike behind. We're trying to just
अभी execute उतना अच्छा ऐसा दिख क्यों नहीं रहा जितना lock in पे दिख रहा था.
If they could catch RRQ, maybe getting a little.
हाँ, दो change किए ना उन लोग ने. God किसको लाया?
Of Gen.G. No ults in hand, so it's just going to have to get done through the use of their regular old utility flash setup.
Yeah, incoming नहीं.
भाई क्या space लेके बैठे रहे RRQ.
KappA मृदुल hello बोल रहे थे.
Hello मृदुल.
Camera set up just above them. See if they're really ready to check for it. It seems like they haven't noticed that camera just yet.
You know what it is? It's Flips I think making a call
नंबर लिया तू मृदुल कुछ बात ही नहीं किया
he just wants to go in for a retake play and they
अच्छा
are in
खेल रहा है
position
RRQ
to do this
कर करके मारे जा रहा है इनको
a prowler just a check a paint shells to push them back but here comes concuss and a snake bite to hold that ground. King pushing in, going to spray, getting a quick double, maybe a third trade instead, but it's all good because now 𝐿𝐽𝐿 is the only one here. He's stuck up by A main, doesn't quite have
Gen.G!
Echo will be the one that put one round on the board for Gen.G.
Yeah, pivotably here, when 𝐿𝐿𝐿 placed the spike, he was able to get his ult into hand.
अरे वो दोस्त है काफी पुराना, इसके लिए उसको दिया था.
Right, that RRQ was looking to set up for that retake, but Gen.G was able to find their, counter ultimate, put it into place. A good kill here for 𝐿𝙑𝙑𝙀𝐻�10. TS has been really good. King, we need to see him come alive. He was absolutely, again, a monster at lock-in against Loud. King was really having a good day.
Stream background में चल रही थी, मैं सोच रहा था ये कौन बोल रहा है. Godsphere Gaming, अभी किधर हो? तलवा.
That's not real. It can't
Yes.
be. It can't be. It's not possible.
It's not possible. It's not true. This happened before. But all right, I think all of you guys must be really happy. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit. This stings having my prediction for RRQ, but
you and Victoria,
yeah, me and Victoria. It is a well played
तो
round
फिर
by
जब
Gen.G, I have to say, because
Hello,
like you
Mridul.
mentioned,
Just Mumbai आया.
it might be a retake
अच्छा,
setup from
सही है.
from flips from RRQ.
पता नहीं bro, mod
Gen.G
कैसे
will make
निकल
the
गया.
right reads with the post plant setups, the positions that they were playing, holding A main, making sure that no one makes it past King. That was something that really gave them the momentum
Welcome to the
round.
stream, bro.
And now, let's see if I can do a little bit more.
Hi, Ronnie.
Oh my gosh.
You got the hot pack on the head.
Welcome
it's
to the
not
watch
cold
party.
I'm just gonna say that it's decently warm in the studio. I mean, it's a little.
अरे दर्शन अगर एस्ट्रा उधर गया था केओ ने मारा इसके लिए वो वापस आया तो जब भी साइड पे उसने वो पुल रखा था वो शायद टीममेट्स को हेल्प करने के लिए वो स्टार का कुछ तो अलग भी कर सकता था ना जब भी साइड वाले फाइट ले रहे थे तभी हेल्प करने के लिए टेक पॉज होते ही रहेंगे ब्रो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पोर्ट्स से और ऑप्शन नहीं है इसमें हर स्पोर्ट्स में होते हैं वैसे पॉजेस लेकिन इसमें ज्यादा होता है क्या कर सकते हैं
You're looking to play that deep post plant with your utility to make sure that, if RRQ is able to break through your defenses, that, you're able to delay it with the gravity well and that kind of thing. But importantly here,
okay, बता मृदुल पता नहीं क्योंकि सब मैचेस मोस्टली स्ट्रीम तो करने वाला हूँ तो शेड्यूल जब भी खाली रहेगा उसमें प्लान रहेगा तो आ जाऊँगा अच्छा खेल रहे हैं देखते हैं और इम्प्रूव बहुत करना है भाई
It certainly is the right read, the right call, and when everything starts to play off like that, Gen.G gets to do what they want to do.
भाई पांचों नॉर
rounds like that though, and I'm a little bit worried about this one because we can see that RRQ has 3 ultimates to work with.
RRQ quickly pushing through A main into
सेंट्रल नहीं है ना KappA इन लोग स्टिक कर रहे थोड़ा अभी
they got a ton of info. They know this is not either
ब्रीचल
वापस से लोग ले लेते एक स्पेस एक जगह
हां अच्छा कर रहे हैं लोग Gen.G वाले
pretty well now.
Gen.G बोल RRQ
वाले so flips
अभी अल्ट रीटेक के लिए भी अल्ट से रे KappA बहुत अल्ट से इनके पास पेड ब्रीच रेज
they're changing their minds.
ये लोग ने ट्रिप तो नहीं सुना रहेगा ट्रिप सुना रहेगा क्या आर्केड वाला
spotted exactly where
नहीं सुना तो नहीं रहेगा
other than this camera helps.
It is such a tense moment. Clinton, this makes me really nervous.
भी गए तो ये लोग दोनों फास्ट डबल फ्लैंक भी कर सकते थे
zero information. It's all just positional plays.
एक और स्मोक दो स्मोक यूज हो गए ब्रिम के
kind of has an idea
साइड के केजेस पे खेलना पड़ेगा गेम
at least not towards A main. Kind of seen that tree is
ये लोग क्यों आगे पीछे कर रहे हैं अभी
ओ भाई वो सिटी घुस गया ना इसके लिए ए पे आ गए लोग नाइस फेक करे नाइस कॉल
And here comes 2GE, but
अरे मस्त कॉल किया भाई मस्त कॉल किया
वो
क्या मस्त कॉल किया है लोग ने
not even needing to really get the spike down or post plant position.
Thank you for super chat,
Gen.G,
Gravity
beautiful.
Gaming.
The
Thank you
beginning
for
of this round
1000.
is so well handled by Gen.G in terms of they take their time, they're waiting things out, then they spot this trap wire and they sniff out 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻 position and they set up a trap for him. They throw the 0 point, knock his trap wire out, push ahead of it, take him down. That is such a well coordinated, such a well
RRQ अपने प्लान में फंस गया भाई.
हाँ रे. और कप्पा मतलब उन लोग इतना अवेयर थे कि उन लोग ने मैप का वो साइड छोड़ दिया है और वो पुश करने वाला है. क्या मस्त फेक किया, स्मोक करके वो सैचल करके स्मोक के अंदर और उससे वाइपर वॉल के ऊपर. ये राउंड समझा, हाँ समझाता हूँ. ये कोई भी टाइम आउट पे समझाता हूँ.
Harkening back to what we saw in the first few rounds of pistol, but this time around, just instant contact plays on the screen. Maybe a bit of a smoke just to block them off from 2GE, but it's up to Gen.G to decide whether or not they actually.
क्या बोलते हैं अनवर? चिल सब बढ़िया. तो कैसे?
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky for Gen.G because that orbital strike and that rolling
message
thunder
deleted by official error.
If you get to
क्या
the
delete
site,
किया रे message?
it's going to be, do we, you're going to feel that pressure right away. Do we have the time to make the plant without getting harassed? Are you going to get pushed off by that orbital strike and then maybe someone comes from an unexpected angle and gets the kill on you or things like that?
Hard था ना, hard.
Mind here is Gen.G, and that early 2-2 makes things still tricky
कोई
because
वांदा नहीं.
now you're like,
पहुंच
okay,
गया.
where are they really positioned? How are they thinking about this round? They got aggressive. They got the favorable trade for this eco. So far has RRQ.
Oh boy.
Now 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻 is hiding.
He's got the cam.
That's a great cam spot because when King reacts to it, he can react.
Only a Seraph though.
Nice.
Okay. That's good enough. It's a 1-for-1
2v2 with ults है ना.
Instantly Gen.G gets to set their camp up on the B
2v2
side.
with ults क्या लगता है भाई?
are the ones who are rotating over.
कि वाइपर अल्ट मारना चाहिए था.
Or maybe the orbital strike though. And that's
हाँ चल इसको पता नहीं अभी तक.
10 seconds left and King has to
अभी पता चला stun किसने कॉल दिया शायद.
And then the plant.
This is tough, dude. This is tough. There's a rolling thunder.
Aftershock, rolling
अरे
thunder.
पहुंचा नहीं रे.
He's okay though. He's got so much cover. In fact, he backs up towards tower.
तो कौन चाहता है जीते, RRQ की Gen.G?
RRQ. Does not know. No idea. The shot in the back.
जब तक अपने पास टाइम है, लास्ट वाला राउंड एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ मैं, ठीक है?
Yeah, this is a great round for both sides, I think. I think RRQ, with this eco side, did a really good job of finding a lot of damage.
No bro, officially जो लोग ने बोला है वही रखना पड़ेगा.
This little double stack, great positioning. The flash finally does come in, but it's a little bit late. This is a great position from 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻. He changes up the way he's playing versus last round. No traps this time, just playing off his cam, able to find himself a pick off of it. They get the slow and the orbital strike onto the planting breach eco
combo,
and then that combo's great, and then King here finds a great angle to get his Viper's Pit up in the tower. Gets the win.
Here we go back into it though. Meteor instantly opening things up, but
DRX
he gets traded by 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻.
और तीसरा अपना भी टीम में तो तीसरा स्लॉट खाली है.
They might have the site, but not the numbers advantage. Instead, it's going to be EJ and Zephyr with their ultimates. Not exactly that perfect combo. In fact, it's going to be Gen.G taking the fight to them. Oh my god, 𝐿𝐵𝐿. How are they doing this? Knowing where exactly to use that utility. Leaving Zephyr alone.
The 𝐻,
Even
all
sending
good,
out the ultimate doesn't quite work out for them. RRQ actually hurts in this moment.
What a shot from 𝐿𝐵𝐿. Just catches the ear of EJ. EJ looking in a different direction, just wasn't quite ready. 𝐿𝐵𝐿 heard the ult and actually stepped up into it. You don't see that too often. The confidence there from 𝐿𝐵𝐿 pulling this round through here for Gen.G, along with King, who played that corner really, really well. He got a flash to set him up there towards defender spawn, able to find 2 big kills. 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻 though, how does he pull the trigger when Meteor's coming around the corner like that? I mean, Meteor, fortunately for him, got the rocket off just before 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻 domed him in the head, but still, 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐻, man, he is so impressive right now.
मैं तो बोल ही रहा हूँ तुम लोग.
Great half so far with
वो हैशटैग तो रखना ही पड़ेगा.
finding shots like
बाकी
this,
सब चेंज कर सकता हूँ मैं.
right from the rip, getting big multi-kill rounds for his team. Even
हैशटैग
though
यूज करना
it's
पड़ेगा.
getting, a little bit now dicey potentially for RRQ. It's tied up, and I think we might have a timeout. I think this is a good time for one for RRQ, but
चलो टाइम आउट है.
that being said,
अभी एक्सप्लेन करूँ वो राउंड के हाफ पे करूँ? जल्दी बोलो।
मत कर अभी।
अभी नहीं करूँ?
नहीं।
अरे कप्पा यार।
कर देना यार 30-40 सेकंड से देख।
हाँ 40 सेकंड में रुक जाओ, तब तक ये म्यूट कर। ठीक है। हाँ तो अपन क्या बात कर रहे थे? अभी वो लोग देखो RRQ के दो लोग इधर पुश करके बैठे, ठीक है। अगर जेनजी सोचता कि चलो डायरेक्ट बी जाते, तो ये जो दो लोग हैं इन लोग टाइम बाय करते हैं और RRQ फ्लैंक से आके ऑलरेडी रेडी रहते हैं और शट डाउन कर देते मोस्ट लाइकली, ठीक है। ए जाते तो इसके बाद ब्रीच अल्ट है, ये अल्ट करके टाइम बाय कर सकता था या तो रीटेक पे इन लोग अल्ट यूज कर सकते थे। पर जेनजी ने क्या किया, बहुत इंसेन खेला। एक बंदा अंडरपास से आके इधर बैठ गया, ए पे उन लोगों ने फेक किया, ठीक है। तो अब ये जो दो लोग हैं इन लोगों को क्या लग रहा है, अरे ए आ रहे, तो उन लोग ए की तरफ रोटेट करना चालू किए, पर जैसे ही वो किए तब तक इन लोग तीन लोग बी अंदर घुसे, ये हेवन वाला पीक करके मर गया मौली की वजह से और इन लोग को साइड मिल गया और एक बंदा अंडरपास
कल जाएंगे, कल
रेडी बैठा है, समझ रहे?
आज रात का फ्लाइट हुआ तो
इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल क्या था, ये फेक करना इधर स्मोक के साथ। तो ये दो लोग जो फास्ट फ्लैंक आ सकते थे उन लोग का टाइमिंग 10 सेकंड से ऑफ हो गया और वही टाइमिंग में उन लोगों ने राउंड निकाला। और अगर वो आते भी तो उनका एक बंदा ऑलरेडी रेडी, तो बहुत मस्त, मतलब अवेयर थे।
I don't blame him. I mean, you saw what he did with Northception. Same with, him and Coach 𝐿 were together there.
Yes, and they beat 𝐿𝐴.
They beat 𝐿𝐴.
Hello.
I mean, think about this. Like, with 𝐿 as the coach, right?
Hello.
He was with TNL and previously, Quantum Strikers and stuff. Always doing a great job here, but they kept running into DRX before, like, the finals. And they kept getting beat out because of that. They couldn't, find themselves on the other side of the bracket. So they may have been the second best team in Korea at times previously. May have been better than F4Q when they qualified for Masters. Maybe. But they ran into DRX. They ran into that buzzsaw that was,
Buzzsaw, I see what you did.
See what I did? All right, let's see if there's some contact here. But yeah, I mean, Coach 𝐿, tons of credit to him. Look what he did with Northception. He goes over there and he turns them into a winning team in that Japanese region.
Hopefully doing the same Gen.G as well.
Nice.
They want to meet DRX. They
Lilo
want to prove that they are the best first. They have to beat RRQ.
30
again,
seconds left.
With these strats that we're seeing right now, RRQ, the way that they're taking up space on the map, it's just pushing out into Gen.G territory actually, and then getting information that way. Now they know it's going to be an A main hit. They're prepared for this. There might be a Cosmic Divide, and they're respecting that. But I see that utility possibly coming in. They're just waiting for an 𝐿𝐴 up on top. As soon as this curtain falls, they might have no idea that he's on the other side. Meteor hiding up on top, everything covered up by nebulas. They're waiting for a bit of a move, fleshing out common positions. In fact, it's going to be a flash coming in, a bit of a check.
अरे flank आ गया.
They're only able to take out that one. RRQ can't quite break through. Flips. Hitting one and then the trade from 𝐿 perhaps, but it's a 1-on-2 now. Sheriff in hand, it's not going to work out. TS, look at the positions from Gen.G, Clint.
Another phenomenal round here from TS. The way he plays this, he has his ultimate, he gives Gen.G. Oh, they're going to go for a timeout here. 𝐿𝐴 didn't like something he saw in this round.
क्या कर कभी से हेलो हेलो करके चला जा रहा है.
You just said it, right? We need to see Zephyro
चेक कर रहा था, बटन याद नहीं रहा था हमारे को.
Out the rip. Again, winning those early trades, but then TS gets into screen.
भाई flank आके
flank angle against RRQ and locks them down. Repositions as 𝐿𝐴 comes back in, catches him at an unexpected angle. That is phenomenal movement from your 𝐼𝐺L. That is exactly what you want from your smartest player.
It's such an interesting timeout though, because they just won that round. 𝐿,
what do you think? Sometimes. If he saw something he didn't like, I think maybe with that early double kill that.
अभी क्या लग रहा है तुम लोगों को बैटल पास मिलने वाला है कि नहीं मिलने वाला है?
Like we saw it against that eco round where they double stacked at on top of drop, right? I think he
4-0 पे सब बज रहे थे हैं.
It's me, I'm saying, whoa guys, this can't keep happening. We will start losing rounds if we keep losing to these double stacks.
That's a great point. And it's definitely a lot of these different bits of map control. 𝐿𝐴 is the coach of RRQ discussing something too. It's a bit of this push and pull, this give and take that both teams are playing.
अगर मजा आ रहा है एनालिसिस देखने में और गेम देखने में तो एक हल्का सा लाइक और सब्सक्राइब दबा दो. Thank you.
They haven't won a round yet since this win streak from Gen.G.
Let's go. क्या अल्ट से इन लोगों के पास? ब्रीच अल्ट. 𝐾 के लिए 2 और अल्ट साइकिल भी 𝐿𝐴 Gen.G का ही फास्ट आ रहा है. वो इको राउंड में 2 अल्ट यूज किए ना इन लोग ने, RRQ ने, जो हार गए. बहुत ये हो गया.
push here out into A main. A lot of utility kind of going both ways. That Haunt doesn't find anything, so RRQ,
अभी छोड़ दिया लोग सैंड होल्ड कर रहे हैं.
Not quite sure where.
मरने वाला है.
Oh,
Drop
nice punch though from Gen G.
I know.
मर गया.
It's setting up for that A split meteor, but it's straight into A main and it completely
कैसे
calls it
रे?
clear. In fact, it's going to be Echo from the top drop, finding one player onto the next. Zephyro hiding inside the... Oh my god, this is good position! He pops out! He finds Meteor, and that's the Star Duel is gone! King going in to retrieve this out, but Spike planted, it's a 3-on-3 retake.
I love the presence of mind
उनको
here
पता
from
भी
Gen G,
रहेगा अभी तक.
recognized that he was in
अभी
that
देखना
spot,
चेक
though.
करा ना वो
They
सिटी.
They knew the fade was missing, and Meteor suspected, he just couldn't quite find the spray in time.
Good calls, good reads, and we're back into the action.
Oh, nice Ricky.
Holds his ground up by Sands. It doesn't even matter if you're peeking him. 2GE, the only one left, uses the Incendiary to flush him out, but still has one more player left to deal with, and this is the King. He is wearing the crown. 2GE, what do you have?
हो गया.
Taps it, sticks it. But here comes King with the peek. He hears the footsteps, gets off.
Nice King.
And
nice
a quadra for the King himself.
Perfect play here by King at the end of the round.
Must
Finds
timing
4 kills total. And this is the King that we saw at lock-in, who was fired up, who was dialed in, finding huge multi-kills rounds. Clutch.
ये लोग लॉक-इन में भी अच्छा ही खेले थे.
And you know, this is a good entry here for the side of Gen G. They're able
नहीं खेल पाया था अच्छा.
Again, because the lack of response from the early contact with Gen G and RRQ at A main backs RRQ off. Gen G's able to take a little bit of extra space there. They're able to kind of identify. We know there's at least 2 here based on the utility.
भैया ने राउंड ले
able to
लिया
suss out Zephyro, even though he trades it. It's a good finish, good timing at the end by King. He played that to perfection.
Oh my gosh, but switching things up now on the pacing of things. They know that RRQ's on the eco and they're going in fast with it. It's like you said, you know, they're making such great reads, but 2GE!
तीसरा भी देगा क्या?
Unfortunately, those are only heroics.
कल उसने मारा ना 3.
A couple of seconds. Gen G still
अभी भी तो मारे
overwhelming, and they have the sight.
I was like 2-2.
नहीं कल कौन सा गेम में वो 3 चुलाया ना?
He's gonna do something. I love it. I love it. Great entry by Meteor, but
गाइस कौन सा गेम था याद है किसी को? 3 शेरिफ के शॉट्स मारे.
अरे ये था लोटस में. लोटस में एलिंग के डोर से मारा.
हाँ कौन सा टीम था पर वो?
What a round from Meteor.
PRX को मारा ना.
Great follow through.
हाँ.
You know, the damage done by 2GE is
Suggest
kind of whatever.
ने
This is the
मारा.
last round. It doesn't hurt you economically. So you're totally fine taking that. Let's see what RRQ can
Hello,
do.
Doodle. Welcome.
I don't know, man. With the way that Gen G have been playing, this is 7 rounds in a row. And it's just crazy with this performance. I feel like 2GE is out for blood.
Yeah, man.
With those sheriff kills,
अच्छे मारे भाई.
I mean, we've seen some really good plays from RRQ. They're just not, like, they're catching Gen G off guard a lot. And they're having some really good moments. It's just the follow through, the protocols towards some of the post-plant situations. In the beginning, they looked pretty good. They had some good ideas for the retakes, but Gen G making some good adjustments, taking a little bit of space early, you know, making sure that
it's time.
Their angles are clear. Like, one thing for me, for Gen G, that I'm seeing that's turned the tide here is that a lot of times, you know, it was fast retakes from the side of RRQ, and now Gen G is making sure space is clear. They're putting that double controller comp to better effect. They're getting a little bit more in front of them, you know, in terms of after they put the plant down.
Yeah, instead of saving stuff up for post-plant lineups, they're using it to clear out a lot of these spaces, making sure that RRQ doesn't get to hide in some of these sneaky spots, like what we've seen from 𝐿-𝐵 before.
Exactly. Yeah, you said it really well. It's been a good adjustment here, and I get why. I totally understand why 𝐿 took a second time right away. Because I was seeing things that would, if I was a coach, would make me really upset. Was that they kept dying to these early, these early off-angle positions that RRQ was taking that they weren't expecting. You know, whether it be a double stack, whether it just be one player who's kind of out there
technical pause में क्या ही करे. Nice look. Thank you.
You know, credit in the world to RRQ finding those positions that were
क्या कर रहा है टेक पॉज में?
being thought of by Gen G.
देख.
So absolutely.
Chilling कर रहा है, chilling.
Everybody's making, you know, the chess match here has been really good so far.
Second hand ऋषि भाई लग रहे हो, सही है भाई. जब तक टेक पॉज अपन ये चश्मा पहने रखेंगे. आपको टिल्ट करते हुए कब देखेंगे? अभी तो वो तो मैं ऑलरेडी करता हूँ VCL ऐसे देख के.
गोपी को बुला ले अभी.
Yeah, I mean 7 in a row now for Gen G. That's
I'm looking for that 5-7. Looking for it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
All good, Shubham.
want to see it.
And 5-7's an acceptable score line
Let's go.
defenders have on Fracture. You'll take that. Slightly attacker-sided in Fracture at lock-in, but here in Asia in particular, I think it's...
नहीं जा पाएंगे, कैसे जा पाएंगे भाई?
Snake bite.
Oh, and then the showstopper from the other side. 2GE will not be able to get away in time, and Echo getting quick control of a tower. This is the entire site.
क्या utility डाला रहे बीच में देने के लिए?
Oh, what a great read off the rip here.
Default है शायद
The gravity well into the damage from the mollies, but 𝐿𝐵 trying to do something. Sephiroth as well stepping up.
These two. There's
अच्छा
still
counter
more
था.
to do though.
मजा आया.
Tower right underneath as well. As soon as one peeks, the other will come from
बेचारा
above.
यार.
It's not even necessary. And now only one left, 30 HP. No!
Bye bye.
Not that way! Caught by the paint shells in the corner. So well played
Easy
by
peasy
Genji.
बोलते Genji.
I felt your pain. You felt his pain, and then I felt your pain.
It's like you just, alright, AFK, I'm out.
That feels bad. We've all been there, right? You get stuck in a corner and you have no way out from a molly. You're just like, well, this is my life now.
This is fine.
Popachi, Dr. Popachi.
Fire
Oh
everywhere.
yeah.
It's like record scratch. So you're wondering how I got here.
बहुत अच्छा खेला.
I mean, again, you're seeing good things from RRQ, but it's just
4-0 to 8-4.
Nice.
For Genji, they started to make good reads.
सच बताओ Genji वाले ने कितने में खरीदा? अभी Genji वाला कैसा खरीदेगा? मैं Genji को support कर रहा है.
And this time they catch them, right? They get the gravity well combo there with the snake bites to do some damage.
आप होते तो आप कितने में
is right there to
मान
know
जाते
that they're
Genji
going to
से.
be running from that. He's chasing them with his ult to find the kill.
And that's just the incredible plays coming in from Genji right now. If anything, this halftime is for RRQ. It's up to them to think about how they want to approach the second half. They're attacking half. So far, we've seen them take aggressive control, going for
उनका प्लान जो था वही उस पे स्टिक किया वो लोग ने बहुत सारा राउंड.
both sides of the
उसके बाद वो काम नहीं किया तो सीधा aggression पे गए.
But Genji have been reacting appropriately to it. What I'm thinking about though is like with this momentum on Genji's side, 8-4, will they get aggressive?
It's going to be a little bit hard for them to get aggressive because of the Cypher. So you almost have to, like, on your retake, flip a coin. Am I going to come from, let's say it's East, am I going to come from
इसका नाक बह रहा है कि इसने क्यों लगाया हुआ ऐसा?
Because that's going to be the only, by far more difficult side to get through. So I expect that some of Genji's retakes, he might send one out to challenge that Cypher, to clear that utility, at least make sure that that flank angle is being thought about. For the side of RRQ.
Make them paranoid.
Exactly, make it paranoid. I like that. Yeah.
Do
exactly.
we have any chance against
What I'm really
DRX?
curious here about for RRQ is
chance तो होगा
the
हमेशा.
entries will probably be pretty good, I think. I mean,
My
the
condolences.
Raze play. We'll see.
नहीं chance
I'm more interested in here of 𝐿𝐵 and Flipside. Because those two, I think, are going to have to.
अरे नहीं रे मजाक कर रहा था. Chance तो टोपी पहना था ना मैंने इसके
Let's see
लिए.
on B side again. You're coming from Link. You're coming from.
पहना था या पहना रहा है?
अरे पहना था actually मैं टोपी पहना था.
To me, is going to be the Brimstone and the two initiators to kind of control that space. You're
gonna have to set your duelist up.
Right. That too,
Let's
right?
go.
Hello Vedant.
Kaboom.
Flush people out of
Fight.
positions. Make sure the smoke is up for cover, but this is that aggression that I was
अरे
thinking
रुकने नहीं वाले
of.
लगते हैं लोग.
They're
मार
killing
इसको.
themselves and they're going in with
गावा
this.
चूल्हा
Even
डाला रे.
using the paint shells as a little bit of additional cover. 𝐿𝐵 has no idea
Oh,
what
nice.
hit him. And what is this? They came
इतने
all
तीनों
the way
use कर
from the
लेना
other
लेकिन
side of the map.
They're like, you guys want to push that way? That's fine. See, this is the kind of double-edged sword of
City plant.
overstacking the Cypher
Nice.
side. Is that
अरे रुका है
if
सिटी
the other
में
team
किंग.
reacts well to it,
हाँ ये तो
then
एकदम
they
पैसिव
can
खेलेगा. जब तक वो लोग
punish
साइड
the
कांटेक्ट नहीं
momentum
लेंगे तब तक ये
and
पीक ही नहीं
get
करेगा.
deep into the spawn here. It is spotted, and Meteor is going to get
भाई
the
ये
kill.
क्या कर
अभी
रहा
अभी
है?
आएगा.
He does get
आया.
that one. The spike is kind of planted
Spike
out in the
देगा.
open though.
Smokes तो रहेंगे ना.
That's one thing that
Smoke
Genji
नहीं
has
है.
to worry about. So RRQ with all their post-plant positions kind of works out. Flips
उड़ गया.
in a good spot just to trade, but
Nice.
he still
हो गया.
has more to go. In fact, they're sticking it all the way through, and Sephiroth,
GG.
unfortunately, a little bit too far. It might be able to find
Oh,
the
boy.
frags, but not the round win. And Genji will still be going off with its win streak.
It's close for RRQ. I love the idea. I love the play call here. off of the contact that 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐿 takes. And again, you know, this is another way you could deal with this Cypher. You know almost
Is it allowed to have other brands peripherals on stage like Artisan mousepad? I think the players can use what they want to.
At worst, he's gonna trade you.
I don't know.
हाँ use कर सकते जो चाहिए वो.
And it's a great idea here. The RRQ just pulls the trigger, just goes right for the plant, gets in a Gen.G spawn, but they just can't hold it down.
It's not going to be easy at this point to hold anything down. I mean, you might have the marksmanship to hold your own ground and play off of individual skill, but getting those round wins, finding those post-plant positions, especially when Gen.G are this confident, it's tough.
And Gen.G
oh boy, walking. He's
been good.
Just walks in with this. 𝐿𝐵𝐿 spending that fragment just to hold them off for a second, but they have other routes, other options to go with. This is the shorty play though. Spends the first shot, swaps back to the Spectre.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
A triple kill now, and RRQ
smoke देगा must support smoke आ गया. हाँ.
𝐿𝐵𝐿 getting decimated by this meteor.
That's the tough part about trying to clear that tower with this utility. With the breach,
अरे टावर पे स्मोक किया ना जेनजी का जो स्मोक था भाई टावर पे उसने स्मोक किया ना लेफ्ट साइड उसका पीछे साइड उसके
हाँ unless you use the breach flash but they use a smoke and then this is all near side and he can see this
अंदर गया
switch right over and he's got the angle they try to come from him from the back side but his reaction is phenomenal
ये डबल साउंड क्यों आ रहा है अच्छा प्लेयर्स का साउंड आ रहा है प्लेयर्स का साउंड आ रहा है
ऐसे
can see the value he has. Another veteran player, a phenomenal initiator.
Hello sick boy, welcome to the stream. मुझे आप में देखने की आदत थी
after all. And it shows.
Map में.
Knowing that's near sight doesn't get
phased. Deathmatch खेलते हो तो अभी भी देखना चालू कर दो. हो जाएगा आदत. कवर लेने का 1 सेकंड देखने का. समझ में आ जाता है क्या चल रहा है गेम में.
Have the position just to push RRQ off of A main.
काउंटर लेके बैठे दोनों
फाइन
का पूल ले रहे उधर
वेज टू काउंटर DRX प्ले आउट ऑफ सिलेबस ब्रो अगर नॉर्मल स्टैंडर्ड गेम खेलोगे तो वो लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं
that fault line softening up the defenses or the retakes possibly but here's my worry if you do get the B site you still have Meteor to think about. You still have TS to think about. Here come the paint shells. It's gonna bang him up a little bit, but he should be able to stick that.
Oh, bhai, 26 और 40 HP हो गया भाई.
Should be able to get this down. Gen.G just making sure that their flanks are.
कुछ है क्या इनके पास क्या है? सिर्फ फेड अल्ट है.
Gen.G का वही होता है हमेशा एक साइड रीटेक ही खेलते हैं ये मैप पे.
Down to the south part of the map, the Cypher.
Attack heavy है बहुत.
This all has to come through the middle of the map. Here comes the initiator utility. This is all on the initiators to make sure that Gen.G doesn't find any success.
That's fantastic that you pointed that out, Clinton. That Nightfall, it's buying so much time and positional plays as well. They can't hear this. They continue to move forward, but 𝐿𝐵𝐿 starts things off. 2GE coming in, and now the last one, the last domino to fall. It's Meteor and 𝘆𝐿𝐵𝐿 finding that win back for RRQ. 1 round after having lost 10.
Love the way that RRQ sets this up. They get the site pretty much, you know, without too much of a problem. They take some damage
round, chalo.
But they have all 5 members left. So then,
look at this.
Another so sick. So sick.
And the RRQ watch party in Indonesia. Oh my god, in Indonesia, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled with the way that RRQ set up this post plan. Because you have the Cypher on one side, and then to kind of defend your weak side.
Okay.
I don't think there's anybody there for me to but there is a response longer away from him.
दे दो और दो kill.
Just meeting aggression with aggression.
Nice.
Sizzling like bacon. Moving on to the next part, it's going to be 𝐿𝐵𝐿, the only one left.
अभी comeback हो रहा है क्या?
Trying to fight back onto this. He's got a bit of a half buy, the Spectre.
नहीं रे इनके पास अल्ट आएंगे तो डिफिकल्ट है थोड़ा.
ये ऑफलाइन वॉच पार्टी होगी गाइस.
If anything though,
ऑफलाइन वॉच पार्टी.
Frag picks up a weapon and then maybe gets a little bit more.
और अभी से ऑफलाइन का है ना व्यू पार्टी है वॉच पार्टी.
What is view party and watch party?
Watch party is जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं. View party is जो ऑफलाइन ऐसा वो रहता है ना.
A 3v1.
The Brew Dog में हुआ था वैसा.
A difficult one, to say the least, for Echo, but
not impossible.
Not impossible. He's got a lot of his utility left, so
okay, virtually impossible.
क्यों try कर रहा है भाई? Vandal save कर ले.
Seeing that on side makes me a little bit worried, but that does work out well. The aftershock, the flush flips out of position. Now he's all got to worry about A main. Incendiary already spent just to buy more time. They're holding all the way back.
ये क्या haunt है
playing
भाई?
off of each other's contact. As soon as he taps the spike, you're gonna expect this double peek. He flashes them to buy a bit more time, though, wants to get halfway, but no!
क्या फायदा?
Do that when you got two players breathing down your neck.
yeah,
किस
that's
चीज का?
tough, man.
Flash
I
का?
have the flash left for the
नहीं
utility.
मतलब वही flash कर pick करने का,
There just
gun
isn't
देने
enough
का.
time to cap. You have to
क्या
gamble that
फायदा?
they're gonna wait a little bit longer.
चल
He
एक को
might
मार
come up.
दिया.
That's basically
तूने
what
उनको
you do
फाड़
there.
भी दिया. उन्होंने molly भी use कर लिया. अभी
Not a
save
bad
कर
play
लेना.
overall, but this round is just a scrappy one to start off. They, Meteor tries to get aggressive. RRQ reads it like a book. They're totally ready for his
हाँ तो
angle. They're
SMG था
totally
ना?
ready for those blast packs that he's
नहीं राइफल था
how
ना
deep he's
अपा.
gonna get. They set up
SMG
perfect
था.
counter,
एक
but
को मार के
the
राइफल आ
round
गया.
before that, man, that I think was so
दिल्ली में
interesting.
होगा. अलग-अलग cities में plan हो रहा है guys. Don't worry.
The analyst desk can get it.
प्लान तो बड़े बड़े
They
हैं.
crunched
Execute
in
क्या क्या होता है
towards the
देखते हैं.
spawn of Gen G, towards that generator, towards that link.
Yes.
So beautiful. And that's exactly what I wanted to see them do with this comp.
Step by step. एक-एक city के पहले देखते हैं.
So much that they
View party का
He's got
passes.
his ult. Let's see if he's able
हाँ
to
ये तो
do something here.
जब भी हमारे 100 के होंगे तभी हम passes बांटेंगे.
तो guys like subscribe ठोकना ना भूलिए. Thank you.
trying to contest towards that tower. 𝐿𝐿 is here. He goes in for that flash. Turns away EJ just in
दिखाई रे
time.
बाबा
Mumba,
गोडेड.
in fact, is the thing that catches 𝐿𝐿. But of course, everyone else has arrived to the party.
किसी को तोड़ा नहीं रे. Practically बोला मैं कि plans तो है वैसे बहुत सारे, लेकिन step by step जाना पड़ेगा.
Will the pistols strike?
ऐसे डायरेक्ट कमिट नहीं कर सकते ना. फिर कमिट करेंगे और नहीं हो पाएगा. अगर नहीं हुआ तो फिर पब्लिक निराश हो जाती है. तो वैसा नहीं चाहता. इसके लिए थोड़ा स्टेप बाय स्टेप. गेम में भी कैसे स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाना है वैसे ही.
And they try to challenge him. Might not be the best idea, not unless perhaps you free fire. But regardless, all they really need is to get that spike down. 𝐿-𝐵 now chasing from the other side. King not aware, leaving Meteor, the last one left alone.
As good as Meteor is.
ओल्ड सब्स को तो फ्री पास मिलना चाहिए. अगर आपके पास कोई प्रूफ है कि आप मेरे पहले फर्स्ट 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स में
वो तो तेरे को दिख जाएगा ना इसमें YouTube के इसमें.
दिख जाता है क्या?
हाँ चेक कर सकता है. कभी डेट क्या आता था एकदम.
Another great round here from RRQ, and now they're starting to mount their comeback. 3 rounds in a row. Things start to get a little bit dicey from Gen G. I think if this one goes sideways, we might see another.
मैं चेक करूंगा बोल. और अगर हो तो दूंगा.
बस 5000 में तो मैं था. चलो एक काम करते हैं. मैं सोचता हूँ और एक ये करते हैं कि व्यू पार्टी का एक जन का मैं ट्रैवल और स्टे भरूंगा जी के लास्ट मैच का. ठीक है. प्लान करता हूँ मैं एक बार पूछूं पहले कहाँ हो रही है कैसे हो रही है. प्रॉब्लम ये है मैं खुद नहीं आ पाऊंगा.
क्यों किधर जा रहा है वो भाविन?
क्योंकि अपने को वॉच पार्टी करनी है ना.
उधर जाके करेंगे. लैपटॉप लेके चल. ओमन का लैपटॉप यूज तो कर लो कभी.
हाँ पर ऐसा नहीं. तो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस भी फॉलो कर रहे हैं ना सारे.
हाँ तो बैकग्राउंड प्रॉपर रखेंगे ना.
वो तो पूछते हो जाएगा.
जैसे अपन ने लास्ट इसमें किया था वैसे ही करना है. और क्या.
जब रेबेल ने रेड किया था. हाँ रेबेल ने फर्स्ट टाइम रेड किया था तभी मैंने जिंदगी में पहली बार इतने सारे व्यूअर्स देखे थे. आई एम योर फर्स्ट सब्सक्राइबर शुभम. सो क्यूट. अगर ये सच है तो अभी बताओ मेरे तरफ से आपको डिनर आज रात का.
मेंबर्स के लिए तो बनता है. हाँ भाई बनता है.
Yeah, I love what you're saying. RRQ
मेंबरशिप का प्राइस बढ़ाना पड़ेगा लग रहा है.
The way they're playing off of each other. Here they go to a more isolation style,
Wait.
and that's tough to do against this disciplined Gen G team.
30 seconds left.
I understand maybe wanting to try to show a different look to Gen G, wanting to try something a little bit different, isn't working out. So I think after this round, you go back to what was working here for RRQ. It's the playing together, the playing off each other. You know that leapfrogging of utility, trying to
yes.
trying to get your way into the sites like that. trying to bust through Gen G's defenses in more methodical ways instead of these individual plays. Which of course we know they're good. You know, RRQ of course talented, but it's a lot harder.
I'll come to meet you guys. Okay, Harsh. मिलते हैं. Harsh Vashisht. मुझे क्या मैं तो out of India जा रहा हूँ.
You could be, I don't know,
Out of India जा रहे हो.
If you just double satchel
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
mains, 2 guns staring down at you, yeah, it's still gonna be really hard. And this is how Meteor deals with it.
Yeah, well, he's maybe the toughest player in that equation that you have to go up against.
We saw on Face Off the press conference that we had earlier.
अरे क्या walkie talkie खत्म नहीं हो रहा है क्या इनका?
He's insane.
अरे KappA comms है रे team comms.
A Marshall, you know.
नहीं वैसे नहीं मतलब walkie कर रहे भाई कितने जगह पे?
अच्छा walk.
That is the power of friendship. That you think you should win. Individually. That's what, you know, makes
मालूम है मेरे को किसका डायलॉग मार रहा है.
अरे वो सबको मालूम है भाई.
मुझे नहीं पता क्या ये.
In fact, it's just going to be an empty site.
सोशल मीडिया पे एक्टिव नहीं हो बोल क्या हुआ?
नहीं अब तो उम्र हो गया KappA.
Okay.
उम्र हो गया.
RRQ's got ultimates of their own. Nightfall sent out.
गाली मत दो भाई
time though.
इतना डर काफी है KappA बोल अभी.
Secondary ultimate for Rolling Thunder.
डर काफी है.
Back again. But what they don't know is Echo and TS applying pressure from the opposite ends of the site. 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 with the acrobatics trying to survive but still concussed. Echo flushes him out of position. Flips is the only one
असली
left.
victory guys. Comeback मारने की जरूरत नहीं है. आदमी डरता है comeback से.
Instantly डर गया रे. खुद ही बोल के खुद ही डर गया.
अरे भाई तुम लोग किस पे ऐसे मेरे डायलॉग पे ऐसे कि वो नाच रहा था इसलिए ऐसे.
नहीं मैं तो गोलू का तो बोला ना कि.
हाँ अच्छा.
This time they see it. They see the
कौन नाच रहा था?
They see the rolling thunder.
अच्छा वो स्पाइक पकड़ के नाच रहा था ना ऐसे लेफ्ट राइट कर रहा था मैंने बोला मुश्किल है ना.
मुश्किल इतना डेप्थ में ओवरथिंक क्या कर रहा है तेरे डायलॉग पे ऐसे में.
One from the other side of the map. So this is a
चलो
great
पूरी टीम आ गई.
adjustment
रॉसी चाहिए बस.
completely bamboozling.
रॉसी भाई VIP है ब्रो. ऐसे थोड़ी आएगा. आएगा अभी 2 मिनट रुकेगा चले जाएगा.
Genji's not, and they're able to dodge a lot of those important ults. They don't really take any significant damage from them in terms of anything that got any kills even.
MLabs helpful है bro. C2P
from all sides and win their trade. So really nice adjustment.
सिर्फ MLabs से काम नहीं होगा लेकिन आपको डेथमैच भी करना पड़ेगा, रेंज भी करना पड़ेगा. डेथमैच MLabs हो जाएगा काम.
Could be those potential vulnerable entry points for Gen G to retake with. And right now RRQ definitely in trouble. 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 trying to instruct his team on what they can improve.
Maybe they need to get some of
भाई ये लोग तो बहुत बोलते हैं.
तेरा पूरा ना YouTube नेम क्या था भाविन?
ऑफिशियल 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿.
अच्छा.
हाँ.
अभी क्या है?
अभी नाम है भाविन 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 कोटवानी और टैग है 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 ऑफिशियल.
टैग क्या था पहले?
ऑफिशियल 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿.
नाम भी ऑफिशियल 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 टैग भी वही था.
हाँ.
टैग था ही नहीं ना पहले.
टैग मतलब वो
at the rate
हाँ.
You mean the great movie, 𝐼𝘍𝐿𝐼𝑋𝙗 Back?
Really old movie.
अरे नाइस रे मीटियोर.
ये प्ले उन लोगों ने इस पे भी किया था.
ये कॉमन हो चुका है प्ले फैक्टर में ना.
हाँ. और फिर भी थोड़ा अनएक्सपेक्टेड मतलब
कोई रहेगा नहीं तो समझ में नहीं आता ना.
That's what makes Meteor so good. He's got all these great little set plays for himself.
अरे धर लिया भाई उसको अभी में.
We talked about this, the individuality.
भाई वो स्मोक क्यों नहीं किया? अच्छा 2 ही स्मोक थे क्या?
Just trying to find that gap, but look at the positioning. The entire firing squad, Clinton.
Let's see what Flip can do. Got a pretty good opportunity maybe here to get 2.
मर जा.
He pulling out utility. Oh, I'm so nervous. He kind of uses it for cover, but the
अरे
switches will not aid him in this instance. 2GE and Zephyr though, and then the orbital strike. It pushes them back. Might give them a bit of space to get the spike down. Have to do it quick though.
नया न्यू प्लेयर है क्या Zephyr?
And King.
अरे वो है.
I don't think that you
नाम चेंज किया है.
डेबोटल.
नया लग
डेबोटल है हाँ.
King has a snake bite. Would just drop it out of nowhere. But
अरे बेचारा.
A sudden peek from Zephyr. King. How are you going to do this? You have to isolate those duels, but the Prowler chases and bites you. Zephyro waiting for that peek. Throwing it just to make sure that that one corner is clear. He knows Zephyro is on that spike. The next person can only be up by A main. Tosses the shorty to open up the door. No!
Nice
2GE does not care. He follows back with his teammate to stack up on this end, preventing his team from losing this map. Woo! By a thread, RRQ.
सबसे हार्ड मैच क्या लगता है आपको? जी का DRX के अगेंस्ट ही है ना? मुझे लगता है सब मैचेस उतने हार्ड हैं.
Underneath ropes. This is a great little play. He would have loved to have gotten a couple.
सबसे हार्ड कौन सा है यार पर KappA यार?
DRX भाई obvious की बात है, कोई जवाब ही नहीं.
They need to put the plant down. They're able to catch Meteor with utility.
क्या लगता है जयंत कल नेक्स्ट
सारे टीम्स को हार्ड गेम एक ही टीम खेलने वाला है, वो DRX है.
मतलब बाकी गेम कॉम्पिटिटिव रहेंगे, DRX के सामने थोड़ा हार्ड है.
सब सारे टीम्स को हार्ड है.
Gets a breath of life.
PaperX DRX भी I think DRX जीत जाएगा.
हार्ड है, दोनों साइड से हार्ड है.
Okay, I'm out. Okay.
Yeah, those paint shells. Yeah, you're definitely out. In fact, he throws down a fragment in response, though. But EJ's prepared for this. Can they make it a trade?
Oh भैया
सुन नहीं रहे
He's on his throne.
King भैया सुलाए जा रहे हैं.
Getting that spike down now, but here comes Meteor.
क्या है ये भाई?
Shot though, and the ult will not connect.
क्या है? Lead और वेस्ट.
Niers का साउंड थोड़ा चलता है भाई.
चलता है.
LAN का साउंड थोड़ा सबको अजीब ही आता है.
They can get it. They're thinking about it. Meteor's turn to push. Where could they be hiding?
So waste हो रहा है भाई.
Nothing's possible to buy. That could be so annoying. In fact, it allows for Zephyro to peek out the right time.
बाहर निकलेगा ना वो.
And then Meteor
Karasing.
pushing out a canteen.
Karasing पकड़े भैया.
The Hawk confirms it. Flips. Will be able to peek off of it. And one more round for RRQ3.
वो मार्जिन है क्या? कौन मार्जिन है क्या?
Yeah, they do a really nice job here of kind of buying a little bit of time to get from both ends.
मैंने पूछा, what do you think about VCLSA?
Able to find the kill on him eventually. King steps in, gets a couple
हाँ,
of his
games
own.
देखे तूने कोई भी?
King then tries to move into the smokes, and I think he was
कोई
cut
टीम
down
अच्छा
by
लगा
either
तेरे को?
Flips or 2G, yeah, I think it was Flips. Just like through the smoke.
सारे टीम ट्राई कर रहे हैं, नए टीम बने
हुए. He immediately
सबसे
starts
practice
moving
नहीं
into
हुआ
that. A
तो.
great reaction from TS.
So in the direction which I like they're going are VLT, Aster और कौन?
For the blind.
I think यही दो टीम आ रहा है भाई दिमाग में.
Doesn't pay off and nobody wants to mess with
VLT और Aster Army.
In fact, this is going to be
Boji?
information.
OG का गेम थोड़ा कल थोड़ा ढंग से नहीं देखा रहा है दोनों का गेम. पर नहीं मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा OG के बारे में बोलने के.
अरे क्या सीन है भाई? क्या ट्रेड हुआ ये?
मेरे को दो टीम अच्छे डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है पर टेक्स का है.
GG. ऐसा नहीं हारना था लेकिन GG.
Well suppressed, pinned down, back onto the bench. Maybe looking to find a little bit more. He peeks out, whoa, getting one more, but it's a 1-on-3. Sure, they might not have the guns, but you cannot peek into
मिडल और MLT भी है भाई. सॉरी. वेंका बोर्ड कौन सी टीम में है? मिडल में है कि MLT में है वो वेंका?
MLT में ना.
अच्छा MLT मतलब है ना MLT के साथ?
हाँ.
और मिडल में ये हैकर है ना?
हाँ.
हाँ दर्श मिलेगा. वो तो है.
That this ult is coming in. They try to punish Meteor's Marshal. Sure they do. They pay the price on the back of a ton of mollies that come flying into Arcade and wipe RRQ out. Maybe of this map. We'll see though if EJ
teams जा रहे हैं. बस मेरे को ये जो
भाई निकालेगा क्या EJ?
I don't know which path is correct or wrong. बैठे मैं भी इधर ही. पता होता तो मैं
एक किल पीछे.
मेरे को गॉडरेन अच्छा लगा.
हाँ?
गॉडरेन.
हाँ. नहीं मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा.
बस वही तेरे मुंह से निकलवाना जाता था. कोई तो टीम को बोलेगा कौन.
क्या अच्छा नहीं लगा? मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा. मेरा ओपिनियन है भाई. मुझे को बुरा थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ.
अरे मैं थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ, तू बुरा बोल रहा है. मैं तेरे को वही पूछा whom you did not like, तो तू बोलता है कि नहीं मेरे हिसाब से बाकी सब.
तूने ये पूछा who are going in the wrong path. मैंने बोला मैं I don't know what is wrong or right.
Noise.
Yeah,
2-0 guys. अगर 2-0 नहीं हुआ तो अभी तुम लोग को बैटल पास मिल रहा है.
playbook, their strategy, their reads, their adjustments, just a little bit different.
नेक्स्ट मैप लोटस है ना, RRQ का पिक है।
क्या नाक से खून निकल रहा है क्या इसका?
नहीं
तो क्या अंदर डाल दिया भाई? नाक के अंदर डाला है वो पेपर?
हाँ, एंट्री वैसे गया था।
बफ मिलता है, बफ।
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ, कास्टर बोल रहे थे।
खून निकल रहा होगा ना?
अरे नहीं भाई,
तो फिर क्यों अरे KappA क्यों डाला है रे?
ऊपर सीखे भाई, बफ मिलता है उसको बोलते।
अरे यार
हाँ
भाई सच्ची ने कास्टर ने बोला भाई गेम के पहले कि
कास्टर मजाक करते हैं भाई, क्या बफ मिलता है? चुप करो भाई।
नाक बह रहा था उसका।
हाँ अरे जैन तो स्टेज पे खून कर दिया, फिर उसे डाल दिया।
अरे
1.5 लीटर हो गया।
मेरे को ये नहीं पता, तुम लोग को पता है क्या? थाईलैंड की फिल्म, ये टैलेंट वाले ब्राजील में भी और इधर भी कुछ तो स्मेल करता है ना, वो कोई छोटा सा बॉटल जैसा रहता है ना, वो क्या है?
छोटा सा बॉटल जैसा?
हाँ मतलब वो जैसे वो के
स्निफ करते हैं,
झंडू बाम वगैरह स्निफ करते हैं ना, झंडू बाम वगैरह में आते हैं ना।
हाँ
ऐसे टाइप में कुछ तो ओपन करके
वो इनहेलर। अच्छा वो इनहेलर बोल रहा हूँ, वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
क्या बोलते हैं भाई?
अरे वो ऐसा उंगली के शेप जैसा रहता है ना, जो नाक में डाल के स्निफ करते हैं।
अरे वो छोटा सा जार है भाविन, बहुत छोटा सा जार है, और वो कैप ओपन करके वो जार को मतलब स्निफ करते हैं।
अच्छा कोई तो लिख रहा है अमोनिया, कोई लिखता है ब्रेड आयोडेक्स। ब्रेड
आयोडेक्स की जार की तरह ही है भाई, छोटा आयोडेक्स।
ये सब बात मत करो भाई।
लिख रहा है विक्स इनहेलर बोल रहा है, तो
विक्स इनहेलर। अच्छा
We will have to see what happens after this break. We're going to go away and then the
क्यों
best
बात
will
ना हम
come
गलत
back.
बात कर रहे हैं क्या भाई? KappA पूछ उसको क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
जो मेरे चैट में लोग लिख रहे हैं वो सब मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता।
बोलता हूँ मैं
आर्मी वाले, चपाचप आर्मी वाले
भाई, चपाचप आर्मी भाई ले लो भाई, कोई सब
गलत चपाचप आर्मी वाले गलत लिख रहे हैं क्या?
बोले ही नहीं मिल रहा है कब से। वेलकम टू चपाचप आर्मी।
हो गया क्या आगे?
हो गया भाई गोलू साल, फर्स्ट मैप हो गया।
तो जीता जी।
हाँ
क्या बोला मैं, जिंदगी 2-0 जीतेगा, आप तो सुनते नहीं हो मेरा बात।
मैं
1-0 है भाई, अभी भी 1-0 है, चिल कर भाई।
हाँ भाई
मैं खुद इधर बोला है, अगर जेनजी 2-0 नहीं किया तो मैं बैटल पास दे दूंगा।
आप तो पैसा वाले हो भाई,
थैंक्स यार भाविन,
कुछ ना कुछ देते रहते हो भाई।
कुछ भी हो जाए भाविन, बैटल पास गाइस आ जाओ।
हाँ बैटल पास बंडल पैसा
भाई नहीं दो क्या गाइस? चैट वाले लोग बोलो
रेंज 500 या 1000 का है ना
गाइस।
भाई सैड हो गया, थोड़ा हैप्पी करो भाई,
हैप्पी करे।
क्लास में गंदा
हम नहीं बोलते भाई, सिर्फ भाविन बोलते हैं। गन्नू
भाई मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, चलो नेक्स्ट ईयर कॉर्ड स्क्वाड बनाते हैं।
गन्ने की जूस पीना गन्नू।
असेंशन जाते हैं मस्त।
चलो रेडी, आई एम रेडी।
इधर से सीख के उधर अप्लाई करते हैं। For all the legal reasons, this is joke.
मेरे को पता है, मेरे को एक ही चीज बुरा लग रहा है भाई, गाड़ी मिल रहा है भाई अभी, तभी क्यों नहीं मिला भाई?
अरे
वो अभी मैं बाद में बता, स्ट्रीम पे नहीं बता सकता, बाद में बता।
अरे हाँ कल भाई हाँ
अच्छा समझ गया, मेरे को थोड़ा ये जैसे बोला थोड़ा समझा,
पर समझ गया ना गाइस। देखो नॉट विन इफ यू आर सीइंग लीक कीप ऑन क्या पोपा,
मैं कुछ किया बोला ही नहीं
अभी भाई। समझ गया भाई, सबको समझ गया। टूटा हुआ भाई, कल सुबह आई क्लिनिक जा रहा हूँ, इसके लिए कुछ ये कर देंगे।
फेस क्लिनिक ले जाइए एक बार।
नहीं भाई मैं बोला ऋषि को नहीं हो रहा है चश्मा से, लसिक कराता हूँ। ऋषि बोला नहीं रुक।
मैं अभी क्या कराएगा लेसिक?
अभी नहीं, कुछ तो परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन चाहिए मेरे को। नहीं
वो लासिक कराने के बाद कितने टाइम, मतलब एक हफ्ता तेरे को स्क्रीन के सामने दूर रहना पड़ेगा।
रोसी तेरे को मालूम है, जब Hyundai गाड़ी मिल रहा था ना, जयंत बोलता है अगर रोसी जीतता है तो मैं बोलता है मेरे को दे दे फ्री में, वैसे भी तू गाड़ी तो नहीं चलाता।
हाँ वैसे भी स्किल्स ही लेके जाता है भाई, स्किल्स।
हाँ भाई तो वही तो मैं बोला, मैं गलत थोड़ी पूछा, मेरा
सही है, वही होने वाला था।
मैं बोला रोसी तू उससे एटलीस्ट 70% तो बोलता ना गाड़ी का रेवेन्यू दे भाई, तू एमवीपी बनता।
अरे मैं रोसी को ये बोलता, जब तक रोसी गाड़ी सीख नहीं जाता ना तब तक मैं चला के रखता हूं।
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, 5 टूर्नामेंट जीत के एमवीपी बनता हूँ, 5 को गाड़ी आ जाएगा। मैं क्या सोचने का उसमें?
नहीं रे, कल रात को थोड़ी जाने वाला था।
क्या कल रात को?
अरे स्ट्रीम पे पूछ रहे कि रॉसी कभी जाने वाला था।
अपना थोड़ा पागल है रे KappA, लासिक सुबह करवाया और शाम को आके हमारे साथ खेल रहे।
कौन? कोहली?
कोहली, हाँ।
भाई चश्मा नहीं चाहिए भाई, चश्मा नहीं चाहिए।
बोलता मेरा आँख जल रहा है गाइस, क्या कर रहा हूँ?
मत खेलना शो।
भाई ऊपर से हाथ थोड़ा ज्यादा ये कर दिया ना। हाँ माउस पकड़ने से दर्द। भाई सुबह उठ के हम VCC व्लॉग देख रहा था भाई, मैं मजा आ गया। VCC व्लॉग भाई सच बता रहा हूँ बहुत अच्छा रिकॉर्ड करते चीजें। कसम देख के बहुत
मेमोरीज में बाद में याद आता है।
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा देख के आ जाते हैं, अच्छा ऐसा था।
मेरे को वो वीडियो आपने मालूम कि वो स्क्रीन का कैसे था, वो जो लास्ट की तरह लेटा हुआ है और तू उसको खींच रहा है ना।
हाँ वही
मेरे को मालूम नहीं, मैं देखा ही नहीं।
वो स्क्रीम के लिए खींच रहा था, वो स्क्रीम के लिए थोड़ा बाहर आए थे।
भाई ऐसा व्लॉग में ना, ऐसा हमारा पूरा पुराना सेटअप, मेरा इधर पुराना डिओड्रेंट है तो ऐसा हाँ ये आई मास्क के टैबलेट से उधर
के लिए था। और एक कोई तो VCC क्वालिफायर्स की फाइनल्स में एक मैप होने के बाद मैं और उसके बाद क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं उसका।
हाँ भाई
भाई वो क्रिकेट वाला भाई जैन
और भी कुछ वीडियो है मेरे पास।
ऊपर वाला फॉल्ट डाला है, वो क्रिकेट वाला ज्यादा फनी था बाद में। हाँ जैन
बूम बूम हो गया था, बूम बूम।
भाई हार गए भाई इसमें।
पर अभी की बात है ना, क्रिकेट में कौन जीते थे? बाविन तू मैं और रोशी की टीम में थे ना।
हाँ अरे हम तो एक ही टीम में थे भाई।
हमारा गोलू अपोजिट थे, KappA और गोलू अपोजिट थे।
हमारा टीम स्टैक था भाई।
हमारी टीम स्टैक नहीं था, हमारी टीम में
हीरो
था और कुछ नहीं था।
वही बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा ढाप टूप मार रहा है। आप भी कभी जिता लो। अरे स्कल्स भैया जब मेरा PC लेके आ रहे हैं ना, मेरा वो ग्लेस का भी PC देना है भाई, वो भी लेके आना, दो PC लेके आना।
ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ना यार ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು
वही पूछा
कल जाएगा कल।
हाँ क्या
तू ही तो बोला।
कल बोला कल जाएंगे, आज बोला कल जाए।
भाई मैं थोड़ा डॉग को वॉक करा के लेके आ रहा था।
मत रे मत।
खुद कब से वॉक करने लगा भाई?
ओ भाई गॉड मैन रुक जा, अभी बेल्ट भी पहनता हूँ गले पे।
स्किल्स क्या बोलते हैं नेक्स्ट ईयर खेलना है VCL?
VCL
हाँ
BMW गाड़ी दे रहे थे तो बता खेलें।
Guys, any org which wants to sign the 5 of us for next year?
भाई 5 किधर नहीं, 5 स्किल्स आएगा, स्किल्स गोलू नहीं आएंगे भाई, स्किल्स गोलू इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स हम नेशनल खिलाड़ी।
गोलूचन अभी अटैक ऑन टाइटन क्या कर रहे हो गोलूचन? अरे म्यूट करके क्यों बैठा इसको?
गोलूचन बुला रहे थे को सब लोग।
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, स्किल्स खेलेगा क्या बोल? VCL खेलेगा क्या?
चल अगर हम चालू है तो खेलते हैं।
चलो मैंने
नेक्स्ट ईयर गोलू नेक्स्ट ईयर VCL
होगा नहीं, बस और कुछ नहीं।
क्या होगा नहीं?
पागल है क्या?
Not really going too well, more on top of the site alongside a 2G, just able to hold down essentially.
अगले साल के लिए देखते हैं भाई, let's live the moment guys.
कोई कुछ कॉल आ रहा है।
Let's live the moment with the power of friendship. Let's go.
क्या हराम है?
मैं आता हूँ कुत्ते को वॉक करके।
Wasn't a clean entry and RRQ
ये किसका है? मैं भूल गया रे। कोई टेक्स्ट करो भाई WhatsApp पे।
RRQ ने बोला था भाई किसी ने तो इंटरव्यू में, we will win in the power of friendship.
RRQ just able to hold down the site very, very well, keeping I think 4 members alive, and Gen G at that point we were like, oh, they look kind of stumped after this.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, weapon upgrades abound for everybody there that was left alive.
Guys, देखो अगर आपको ये बकचोदी में मजा आ रहा है तो please hit that like and subscribe button.
They were able to ride that momentum forward for at least an additional round. You know that.
KappA का 50k करो, मेरा भी 50k करो.
Was the only rounds that they were able to get in that position, but
पहली बार कोई तो बोला।
क्या बोल रहा है KappA? पहली बार बोला
50k करो।
50k. G versus DRX opening, and I think it will be 2-1 DRX.
Things became very murky.
कितना टाइम दिखा रहा भाविन?
And they really just took hold of it from there.
Yeah, there was a big turnaround moment at this point.
Yeah, this is all the way back in trap, and then start rushing. In the meantime, TS, because all this free space at Arcade has been given up, no one decided to challenge into Underpass, so he just finds himself out by tree in B main, picks up 3 quick kills and shuts it down.
round का returning
from
point.
the player perspective, so 𝐿-𝐿𝐼𝐹 gets.
अरे क्या अपडेट हो रहा है भाई? स्ट्रीम बफर हो रहा है मेरा। नेट वेट गया क्या? हेलो
हेलो
मेरा बफर हो रहा है यार हट
क्या बफर हो रहा है स्ट्रीम
हाँ
यूट्यूब पे देख ले यूट्यूब का बफर नहीं होएगा
पीछे है ना लेकिन यूट्यूब सेम टाइम पे
नहीं यूट्यूब सेम टाइम पे है
तो हम लोग ट्विच क्यों देख रहे हैं
क्योंकि लोग बोले मेरे को ट्विच का क्वालिटी बेटर रहता है स्ट्रीम का
And that was a really swooping turn.
जी जीती तो किडनी गिव करेगा तू अश्विनी
Turning point in style. And I think from
गाइस
there
किसी
we
को भी
saw a
किडनी की
lot of
जरूरत है
changes. I mean, I think it was back-to-back wins, about maybe solid 8-9 rounds.
Contact.
After that,
अश्विनी आपका ब्लड टाइप क्या है
To kind of abuse some of this play around the B site, they get the
3rd April को है ना हाँ I think so 3rd April को
Yeah, it was just a gorgeous read. They knew they really anticipated that there was going to be this forward aggression coming out of B, so they have to suck. They have that snake bite laid down. It completely forces them out of that position, allowing the rest
10 rounds on 2 maps पे जी भाई इतना भी खराब नहीं होने वाला
themselves into the site, and at the same time, you just have Meteor who's going on that rush.
अपने लॉन्डो पे भरोसा रखो भाई
Wishy-washy for them with 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝑋𝐿 as well as 𝐿𝐼𝑚ORE finding a couple kills, but in the end, you know, it is this guy we were highlighting him.
Yo guys, 500 likes
He overall did, but eventually gets caught in the corner. Paint Shell slams at his feet, and Meteor finds himself in 4K. So it was just really good.
Be
Again,
positive.
It felt like things were slow. There was that.
VCL split to खेलो ना भाई.
But once they got that comfortable read on RRQ, it became
जिसके
so
साथ
very
खेले.
smooth. We're talking about that streak.
10 rounds on each
10
map.
rounds across both halves because they want out the pistol. They take that follow up, and then they end up losing the bonus in the second half. But it was just a crazy run from them, where 4 rounds in, we're like, oh boy, is RRQ going to pull off this upset? Well, not quite, but there's always a second map.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it really came down to team coordination, just really smart plays, good use of utility. They did really well that round. And let's take a look at the key players, the most notable players.
Stay on कर रहा है.
नहीं अरे अभी इतना नहीं करता आज ज़्यादा सोया हूँ मैं 10 घंटा कल इतना थका हुआ था ना आज 10 घंटा सो के उठा हूँ यार इसके लिए करो अभी कॉफी का टाइम हो गया अभी 4 बजे मैंने कॉफी लेके आया तो गए जब तक गेम लाइव जा रहा है कोई प्लेयर चेंज कर रहे क्या इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है
हो सकता है
बोलू 2 मिनट बात करना मैं कॉफी बना के आया
The DPR from both of these guys through the roof, nearly hovering around 200 average damage, which is very nasty. Obviously, as Viper, as Raze, you do have some good damage dealing util, in
Hello,
your arsenal
Paps.
there, but
Yes, Golu-san.
using it
All
too
good.
full. I think the number of paint shell kills that we saw in this map alone was
बोलू तेरा डेब्यू कब है?
I've seen in any VCT game. He was just
हाँ पता खुद
consistently
को भी
finding
नहीं
kills
पता
with
है
us.
And I think your wish has come true.
Yes.
Sylvan.
Okay, so this is what I anticipated after we saw the map draft. Sylvan's going to be coming in. He's going to be playing Omen. It's going to happen. I'm fully expecting, as we get ready to go into Lotus, that they're going to
Sylvan's going to be coming in मतलब last time कौन आया खेला
𝐿𝐿𝐼𝙍 to play for a double initiator.
last time कौन खेला भाई
We'll have to see if that's going to be the case.
अभी
But I'm
5
expecting
प्लेयर का
Sylvan
नाम
on
बताओ क्या?
Omen, and then if they want to go for the double controller, in all
Sylvan
likelihood,
की जगह कौन खेला वो देखो
sticking on that Viper. The rest of what they want to flex is up for grabs. I think we'll probably see 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝙍 moving over to something like the Breach. You could have a Fade there for TS.
अच्छा एक को
And then Meteor likely sticking with the Raze is what I'm going to be expecting. But I love to see this. I know there's been people saying like,
go.
playing the first map. That sucks. Well, he's here now.
got it do
Seth is so excited, as you can see. There's so much.
He's so good.
It's what 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝑋𝐿 said at the top of the show. He was one of the most hyped pickups from the off-season. Maybe not initially, but he did get picked up by Gen.G.
पापा ने दाबी कब कटवाई दाढ़ी अच्छा कब जा रहे हो गोलू कल रात को शायद सब कुछ शायद होता है गाइस जिस दिन गोलू खेलेगा उस दिन में एक बंडल की नहीं इसके लिए सब शायद जिस दिन पासपोर्ट हाथ में आएगा गाइस उस दिन सब कंफर्म हो जाएगा
I'm hoping to see RRQ shaking
बीच वाली कास्टर का नाम क्या है कुछ क्या आता
really
है
exciting.
इतना तो
And they
नहीं
have.
पता
I mean, because not only is this, them now at match point, Gen.G, they win this one out. That's the series, and RRQ end up bowing out of their first.
सबका वीजा आ गया गाइस बस पासपोर्ट नहीं आ रहा है
Toilet paper. But they need to, because this is their map pick. They're once again electing to go for Lotus. It's the second time that we've seen RRQ. Second time that they've had a map pick at their disposal, and they continue to go.
6 मैंने 7 मैंने register कर सकते हैं before game. Yep.
They have to have corrected the mistakes that we saw from them in that first series versus footballs.
नाक में पेपर क्यों डाला? नाक में टिश्यू.
Had to do with these rookies getting their first time, their first exposure.
Oh, what's picture? Still waiting for international debut. Thanks, bro.
You look good at the start
I'm
of that
also
first
still
map,
waiting.
to be a lot more consistent. They're here in South Korea.
वहाँ जाके boom bam करके आना nice.
A lot of things to make them feel.
क्या gaming laptop क्या है भाई? What the fuck? First time सुना. क्या.
This needs to be one where they deliver.
अभी कौन सा map है KappA?
Lotus.
I'm just curious if this Omen pick is gonna happen.
I think it's gone. We've seen so much. We've seen so much prevalence. Not only because of Silver.
Lotus तो जिंजी best है KappA.
On the Omen, but am I going to?
Guys, मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ.
2-0 होगा.
Well,
no shot.
जिंजी.
Not locked in just yet.
जिंजी दुनिया का best Lotus.
They're doing it. Okay.
He's doing it.
Okay, TS is
Lotus
saying, you know
team
what?
है, best
I have been
Lotus
playing
team है.
controller for some time now. I'm not going to go back to Initiator, at least not yet. So Sylvan
I doubt.
going to be brought in to play the Fade. He's going to be playing, so it is that double Initiator. So it's similar to what I was alluding to, but they have worked the Sentinel into the mix as well with King playing this 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐼𝑋. And honestly, as upset as I could be about Sylvan not demonstrating his crucial Omen skills, I can be equally as happy about King getting ready to show off some of his 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐼𝑋.
अरे
At RRQ, they really need to dig deep. I need to see some really great performances from everybody here. 𝘆𝑒phro already set the bar for the rest of the team. Let's see if they can level up and match him from that first map of Fracture.
All right. We do want to get the full breakdown from our casters. God, they are still cool. I mean, this is still first weekend, so I'm still like, look at the cape flowing in the wind. This is all really exciting stuff. Yeah, with that, let's get into the game. Let's get the full breakdown from the casters. Quack and Paper Thin, take it away.
Her knives. You know what else is cool though is Victoria's wearing Reyna earrings, but she's covering it with her hair. We can't really see it. Please show us after the break. But going into the game,
coming in with the swag, man. You had the sheriff necklace.
She actually bought the sheriff necklace. For me.
That's adorable.
I know, but we came from Singapore. We're together, like here to do this thing, and right now we're here to cast this game.
Let's go!
Gen.G on towards Lotus. It's definitely surprising, huh, that Sylvan's not playing the controller role.
Yeah, no. I mean, I share 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐼𝑋's disbelief in this. I mean, I know TS is really good at smokes too. I am not. That's the tough thing about bringing Sylvan onto the team for me here is that you've got two outrageously talented controllers. I think to me, I think eventually I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes more of a per map basis, because I think TS is really good at controllers on Fracture, for example. Sometimes he's lacking on other maps potentially, where Sylvan is an absolute nightmare with on his controllers. Maybe on Haven if they stick with it. We'll see, but I think Sylvan's just good enough that he can get it done with just about anything. So yeah, absolutely, my eyes are firmly planted on that Fade right now.
It is their first time playing Lotus after all, but they're already not stepping on the brakes. I mean, look at this deep dark cover. Meteor with the frenzy as well, optimal range, sees the Trailblazer. I mean, here is it, but just walks past the arrow. Sylvan on the other side, but RRQ going in together, they are able to outduel them. 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐼𝑋 on the off angle with the classic, has to go into range, but the right click will not connect, and TS hiding inside this dark cover, somehow dodging those bullets, but still, it's not having the HP to make it to the end round. It's going to be RRQ.
Budaditya Ghosh, welcome to Mini Legends. Thank you for becoming a member.
Flash your teammate at the end just for the hello.
Yes, पक्का मजा आएगा. मालव ऐसे भी कम बात करता है आजकल लड़कियों में बिजी. ओ भाई यहाँ भाई कनाडा में घुमा रहा है सबको. कनाडा.
Except for like the Omen, paranoia at this entry. Sylvan's completely out of his utility during that post-plant situation, so then they're able to use their stuns and other things to set themselves up for that retake, get those early kills, start making their way into the site, and then by that point, again, you're just relying on a paranoia from TS, and it's certainly not enough to get the job done, so well thought out, well handled here by RRQ. Kind of expecting that, again, I talk about this with these Korean teams. They like these set plays. Flips able to take TS out towards B, but for RRQ, at least the beginning of these maps is reading.
कनाडा नहीं आती है bro. जो चीजें कनाडा में रॉसी और स्टीव्स ने सिखाई है वो मैं स्ट्रीम पे बोल नहीं सकता.
The other day that sometimes the way to beat these set plays is just get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, let it happen and then go in with a retake. It's kind of what we are seeing from RRQ, at least on their defensive sides. And just kind of like what Seth was talking about on the desk earlier on, we want to kind of find out and see what RRQ's in-game identity just might be. And this could be it. It's that speed, it's that beat, it's that retake potential. In fact, right now they're giving them so much space, they have the guns, so they're just letting Gen G peek into them. EJ doesn't care, 2GE here to back him up. The Spectre, the Marshal, everything going their way.
Nice.
मेरे को स्काई बहुत पसंद है भाई.
ये मैप पे ना.
नमस्ते भाई, नमस्ते.
स्काई और ब्रिज दोनों अच्छे हैं. कॉम्प अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को RRQ का.
जब खुद स्काई खेल रहा था ना ये मैप में बहुत अच्छा इन्फो
kind of reminds me a bit of how you might try to play Haven, right? Like you go on the extremities one way or another, and then you lose. So your eco, well, go B. That's the that's the close quarters, sight on the map. So why not try to, get those classics, get those right clicks going?
It works, but
वाह. ये मिस क्लिक हो गया उसका कि क्या?
Did not perhaps expect Meteor to be able to take up that much space that quickly, but of course with the tailwind, you can. And off of that little gap, Gen G has so much space that it even goes further. Meteor, a quick triple. And all of a sudden RRQ
भाई सब शेरिफ लिया है.
अरे मैं तो वन टैप मारूंगा. मारो. You've got two Spectres. Your first obstacle, you can't make it through.
अरे बेचारे का ए.
You have to go even further beyond. 2 HP though. And I don't think you can quite reach that third level.
कभी नहीं बचा रहता हूँ कप्पा 100
हाँ मर जाते ना इधर.
टॉप टूट दे देते. हेडशॉट खा के भाई 2 HP में बचा इधर.
Absolutely. That was insane. Well, Meteor is also insane. Speaking of insane, a great setup here on the hunt from Sylvan. So I've been drifting in Sylvan.
आज रॉसी खेलेगा. भाई आज जी का गेम ही नहीं है.
हाँ आज खेलेगा ना. कॉम्पी खेलेगा.
क्या कप्पा जोकर बन रहे हो आप धीरे-धीरे.
जोकर. सच बोलने वाले को जोकर बोलते क्या?
Our aim is to win VCL SA and go to Ascension so I can reunite with the Bleed clan. और फिर दिल से Bleed के दिल से 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿.
He's in position, and then Zephyro along with 2GE, but oh my God, Meteor! The double just to hold it down for his team. And they find that brief moment of respite, but Flips is on a journey of
अरे लगा दिया रे. लेकिन मारेगा ये पीछे से.
आ गया.
मार दे.
भाई स्ट्रीम वापस आया क्या?
Warning system. The alarm bot on the ground.
स्ट्रीम देखने वापस आया क्या मेरा?
ये स्ट्रीम को बोलो रिलोड करने.
अरे. King. Fast reactions on time, on cue. Leaving Flips the lone survivor. Spike going down.
आ गया.
क्या आ गया?
Guys refresh.
क्या हो गया था?
आप बोलोगे तो कैसे होगा?
Just a second ago, but King already popped it, thinking that maybe that was the direction they were going to come from. I have no idea if Flip's going to be ready. Oh, he was. He tried.
नेट जाता है कप्पा आजकल बहुत.
There was a little crouch.
अच्छा.
He knew that was a possibility at least, but still, yeah, it just a little bit too fast on the trigger as King.
King goes
around, but it starts out, and I think, oh God, Gen G's in trouble. But then Meteor tucks himself in that corner, and then just pop out.
मतलब Bleed तो हमेशा रहेगा दिल में. The owner and everyone there was so accommodating, and I'm grateful for the opportunity and for them leaving the buyout as well.
In this entire VCT Pacific.
मतलब buyout
right up next to
नहीं भरने का है.
Right up next
Unrestricted
to
कर
Stacks
दिया.
and everyone else buzz on VRX. We'll have to see more from him. And we are seeing more from him. Opening things up already. Gen G instantly onto Mound, onto the C site. And RRQ actually not able to play that
Gen G तो
fast
फटाफट
reaction, that fast
झाप
retake
झूप
that
करके space ले रहा है, site ले रहा है.
that we saw in the first rounds.
भाई इको राउंड में क्यों यूज किया इन लोग ने? 𝐿
यूज कर दिया भाई राउंड इम्पोर्टेंट
very difficult. You know, with that no command popped as well. Not able to use your utility right
KO
off the
nice
bat. Finally
jet
you
nice
can.
के लिए
Jet
use
knives
किया।
के लिए
Start
क्या?
flashing and dashing. Oh! Zephyro? Good.
A bit of a cloud burst, and they're starting to divide and conquer onto this site itself. They find a little bit of it, but look at how Genji are holding this. Both players
वो
are on the
इम्पोर्टेंट
side,
था
back on towards Mount.
स्काई पे आग देता ना हो
11
जाता था राउंड
HP.
उधर ही
The fact that they are double stacked, this is near impossible. He peeks out and
Oh,
instantly gets
TS
his
bhai.
head flipped clean off.
Yeah, it's again aggressive play from Meteor that's setting the tempo, setting the stage here for Genji. He finds these opening kills seemingly effortlessly.
क्या कर रहा
I
है?
mean, look at this. He gets a flash help there as well, so a good setup from 𝐿𝐿. And then they do drop that gun though. I think if
अरे
I'm
2
going to
मिनट के लिए
pick that
सब्सक्राइबर
gun
रहना
off
पड़ेगा
Genji,
भाई
I would say
पहले।
Meteor just
2 मिनट बाद भेजना
Damn.
जी
pull
मैडम
the brakes a little bit there.
Unsubscribe,
You might have overheated a
unsubscribe.
bit.
रिप्लाई
क्या
पोपा
कर
जी
रहे
है।
हो?
That gives
पोपा जी
R2
फैंटम में ब्लास्ट एक्स
more.
लेने की सोच रहा हूँ।
Then I'd like to give
आपके
them in
हिसाब
that
से
round.
कैसी है?
मत लो
if
भाई
I'm
मेरे पास है
Genji.
ऑलरेडी मैं
Still
अभी
not a bad round at all
एक
from
साल हो गए
RRQ.
उसको
They're
नहीं
able to
चलाया भाई
weather that, get
देखो
back
गाइस
onto the
गोलू ने
site,
बोल दिया अभी।
wait
तो
out.
फैंटम मेरे को तो रिकॉन फैंटम
Ult
पसंद नहीं
from
थी यूज
𝐿𝐿.
कर रहा था।
Then it
बाविन
just
फैंटम ही यूज
या तो
करता है
सिंग-
गाइस
सिंग-
plans for
स्टेडी
Genji
फाइट
is-
नहीं लेना चाहिए जेट नाइफ से तो
That's going to be something you're going to see
उसका
them
नाइफ
favor on
वेस्ट
the
करने को
C
ट्राई
side.
करेंगे तुम लोग के पास 30 बुलेट्स रहेगा उसके बाद 5 ही
Now
नहीं
they're just letting Genji in. I mean,
वो
like
चाहता
we were
रहेगा कि
talking
स्टैंड
about,
स्टिल रहो
RRQ
एक
might
शॉट
have
पे
had the
मार
potential
दो
to go in with that retake. Maybe that's just their game right now. Giving
Yeah,
them so
okay.
much space, letting them in, and then Flip popping out of nowhere! A sudden double!
This
But
is
King
RRQ
and Sylvan
picture.
react in kind! 𝐿𝐵
ग्रीन प्लेस
will be able to find that little moment.
First retake बोलते ही।
Then the Rolling Thunder gets sent through, but King
Right
was not
flooding
affected by this. Yes, will be though.
अबे
But
किसने पढ़ा भाई?
King
अरे
साइड से गया
climbing up onto it, he's lifting up that sword.
Confusion हो गया उसने, इसको भी डर दिया।
Oh, the lockdown.
Oh, there's gonna be so much pressure. 2GE. Your options are to push or to back off. He's just gonna stick the spike, but no! That
Oh,
dark
yeah,
cover
yeah.
does not
अरे भाई
An insane
पता नहीं
round
दर्श
from King
मैं
here. 4
मतलब
kills,
स्किन्स के
gets
बारे में
the
नहीं जानता हूँ
clutch. Unbelievable
ज़्यादा यूज
play
नहीं किया
here.
skins
Now,
उसके लिए
this is a great reaction here from RRQ. I love the idea. They play close contact on the C site, expecting a re-hit from Genji, and they try to just deny the plant altogether. But somehow,
अंधा होके
some
मार
way
दिया भाई।
Genji get through,
सही
and
किया
King
भाई।
avoids, crucially avoids
नहीं
that
अल्टी नहीं था
rolling
पहले से
thunder.
मत बोलो
Found
भाई कुछ
just
भी
enough
मत।
एक
of an
किल के
angle
बाद
in that
अल्टी आया
corner
ना?
that it doesn't
हाँ।
hit
घुस
him,
गया तो
and then
उसको
he
दोनों
comes
से
हाँ,
in,
ऐसा
gets
बोल
his
रहे तो वो,
lockdown,
हाँ।
uses it to force a
पूछ रहा हूँ
horrible
भाई
situation against his opponent.
स्किल
Where
खेलेगा
Flips just had to
चल।
either stick it or run, and by the time he gets back, he almost certainly doesn't have enough time to defuse.
I could see that kind of close contact play maybe working on the B side, but on C, there's too many tiny nooks and crannies that you can hide in it, and that's exactly what we saw from
नहीं
King.
किया भाई वो
किंग
So, of course, 𝐿𝐵 calling that timeout for RRQ right now. There is a puzzle
इधर
for
पिक
them
मत कर
to
उधर पिक मत
solve.
कर ऐसे मत
मैं
बोलना
गेको खेलता हूँ भाई,
Maybe
पूरा
perhaps
फन
for
रहता है,
EJ,
मजा आता है भाई गेको
that
खेलने में।
Shiba soft
No
toy
cap.
to give him strength.
Go kill him.
Shout outs to Victoria
caps.
Corgis and her boyfriend Kim back
Oh,
home, by the
boy.
way.
I don't have any stuffed animals, I'm afraid. No, I take it back.
Guys,
I
hit
have
that
one
like
now.
and
I have a
subscribe
little
button.
bear.
You have a little bear. Bring it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gives you
45.2
that
के बहुत
comfort,
क्लोज है।
but more important
2K
for
क्या?
RRQ.
Get him some
45.2 के।
Esports swag.
He doesn't have any.
कब ऐसा हम बोलेंगे कप्पा 200 के बहुत
Anyway,
क्लोज
sorry,
है।
that's-
हाँ ना
All
भाई
good. No,
इधर
I mean,
25
it's
नहीं
just
हो
this
रहे
thing that RRQ needs to figure out,
25
right?
और 21 नहीं हो रहे
Like you mentioned before, those set plays from Gen G, they are working out incredibly well. As soon as they get the spike planted, it's so tough for RRQ to actually do anything. They might be able to get some elimination sometimes, but that's it. And right now, it's aggression against aggression once more, going straight
भाई
into
fighting
it. The
wise,
cross burst is
fighting.
gonna cover, Meteor peeking out of it, but EJ
Oh,
and
भाई।
Zephyro with the pistol still doing damage.
क्या
Sylvan,
चालू?
though,
ओ भाई।
something coming out now. A bit of a one-tap.
ओए! ये राउंड
That
कैसा
close
निकल दिया
contact play
भाई?
still damaging.
A shot of adrenaline here for the side of RRQ. A great read once again. I will
Off the
say this.
timeout.
Dude, RRQ is reading Gen G's ideas pretty well. In the round before this, before the timeout, they knew it was going to be a C re-hit. They played to deny the plant altogether, and I love that. That's another way that you can mess with exec-heavy teams like
Power of
Gen G, like
friendship
DRX.
लिखता है।
Good ideas, you know, sometimes the execution from the side of RRQ in terms of their individual mechanical plays, those kind of things.
Best raw aim किसका है? तो अजीज अच्छा खेल रहा है.
It's a little bit of that duel against between the coaches, excuse me. Seeing how they're able to read these different side hits, but right now, back towards C and Gen.G are a little bit more comfortable, but what they don't know
पीछे से ये फाइट करने के लिए गए पीछे से स्काई फ्लैश आया ऊपर राइट साइड पे अच्छा फ्लैश था.
No, getting one, but not quite finding the impact he needed. Instead, it's gonna be 𝐿𝐽𝑇 that takes them down, and then the A side under control. King already onto point, gets the dink, a secondary one just for good measure. 𝐿𝐽𝑇 gone, 5-3. Gen.G.
भाई बहुत फास्ट फाइटिंग चल रहा है. जी फाइटिंग का
हाँ दर्श याद रहेगा 2 बार अपन ने फोटो लिया था.
To get this ult behind them to set up this flank. 𝐿𝐽𝑇, unbelievable. Gets a wrapper on the corner, but 2GE there. Had, like you said, he had the knife out. It was just a slight mistiming that cost him. He could have had a double potentially there. He landed the paranoia, but he just couldn't get what he needed to do done. And unfortunate. Good ideas from RRQ, but again, slight lack in execution.
क्या बताऊँ
Gen.G's like, you guys want to scrap, like, run this, we're ready for you. You saw all the utility come out right out the rip, but look at this.
The best aim का है आपके हिसाब से VCL SNS.
It's working out perfectly for Gen.G. Like you said, they're prepared for it. You want to rumble? I will give you one. Just Meteor. 𝐿𝐽𝑇 trying to get sneaky, but no.
Oh.
6-3.
अभी तो सब एमर से हम लोग नहीं खेल रहे तो.
They're not letting go of that steering wheel.
Yeah, this is again adjustments on adjustments.
KappA फिर मतलब क्वालिटी ऑफ मैचेस बढ़ गया है ना अभी. हम लोग तो बूढ़े हो गए थे, एम नहीं कर पा रहे थे. तो अभी सब एमर आ गए, यंग बच्चे, तो क्वालिटी ऑफ मैचेस बढ़ गया है ना गाइस. तुम लोग ही तो बोल रहे थे.
बहुत कंपटीशन टफ है. नेक टू नेक चल रहा है सब.
Rightly so. He's an incredible player.
इतना मजा आता है अभी तुम लोग को शूटिंग देखने में. आहा हा.
मैं टॉक्सिक है ना KappA तुम्हारा. KappA बोलते टॉक्सिक है KappA.
इसको टॉक्सिक बोलते क्या?
नहीं, वो स्टार्टिंग में पहला वाला लाइन को बोलते हैं.
So different pacing this time around.
तोड़ रहा है KappA सीधा.
That operator, you do not want to mess with that. You know it's Meteor with
That's why they're dumping utility here.
Yep.
42, okay.
Like, I don't blame him, man. I ain't trying to fight that. Flash to confirm. Paranoia across. Gen.G's retreating.
And the utility's been spent, so they can't quite actually hold onto this B site. Gen.G off of the operator shots. Baiting utility
कुछ है क्या?
RRQ to give
किल
them
जो
the
अल्ट
spike
है,
on B.
लेकिन क्या ही होगा? होल्ड कर लेंगे भाई.
Counter though, a lot of flashes, trying to initiate a fight, and RRQ will get it. Gen.G granting them the tool that they're looking for. Playing close and personal though.
अरे.
You talk about it. Here he is. A triple kill just to hold down the doors. 7-3.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, you set that up so nicely off of that op shot. It's a rotation here for Gen.G. They buy enough space to give themselves the ability to move on over. And then 𝐿𝐴 plays this great. He has a haunt to set up his teammates on site. He's holding that close angle with a little help from his friends. He plays perfectly as the timing, as the angles, gets them lined up for that big 2K to finish the 3K. That's what you want to see from 𝐿𝐴. Welcome to Gen.G. And he's having a very solid half.
I just don't know if RRQ can actually...
You are powerless.
Click here to reload.
वाह, तेरे को भी आया क्या?
हाँ.
अभी ऐड आएगा.
हाँ.
5 सेकंड और.
And that's just not going to be enough for RRQ. A fun little frag, but not quite what you need. Seeming as Gen.G has firmly planted their boots onto the site itself. 𝐿𝐽𝑇 will not budge.
Which premium? हाँ लेता हूँ. Trillion more underrated W. हाँ. मैं कुछ तो उसका देखा था. Trillion का. वो कंट्रोलर खेलता था ना पहले पर. अभी वो ये खेल रहा है.
and he kind of whipped
Initiator खेल रहा है.
But it's a good play, actually. I mean, I don't think that's an overheat from Meteor because he catches flips without his gun out.
Exactly. I mean,
made the right move.
If anything, it covers so much space that it's enough for his team to go in.
True, yeah.
So still good.
Your opinion on Genji
Let's see
switching
if RRQ can
to
actually
democracy, bro.
But it might not be possible again with a Meteor. God damn.
Fast मारे जा रहे हैं. अरे भाई ये लोग ऑफ क्यों नहीं कर रहे RRQ वाले?
हाँ किया ना, एक टपली मारा भी उसको.
ये राउंड ऑफ ही था क्या?
हाँ ईजे के पास.
Want to deny that spike plant, but they just dodge it right away.
Look at the utility here to make sure they have enough time. The haunt comes out from
अरे टाइम ही नहीं दे रहे ना.
हाँ कंट्रोलर खेलता था ना वही.
A little bit of a flash and go indeed. 𝘆𝑒𝑟 will be going in. He wants it deep. King trying to hold off that angle. The spike has been planted, so all they need to do is to defend. But look at how RRQ does this. 𝘆𝑒𝑟 up to the plate. 2GE to knock it down, and a 4-8 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it is a great retake here from RRQ. The Rolling Thunder helps, but it's
like subscribe करो भाई, like subscribe करो.
Set up for their flashes.
क्यों करो पता नहीं लेकिन कर दो.
Guys, KappA की बात सुनो. सबसे experienced player है community का.
क्या ही फायदा.
मेरी बात सुन के ही कर लेंगे like subscribe. मैं तो जैसे ही बोलता हूँ subscribe करने subscriber minus हो जाते हैं, इसलिए आज से बोलना ही बंद कर देंगे.
On top of King and take him down. They don't give him the opportunity for that clutch, so able to make it an 8-4. Now, as we've seen in lock-in, this is a very attacker-sided map, at least so far in the meta. So, for RRQ, honestly, I'm okay with this. This is like this is okay. What do you call it? Great, but
भैया brave.
6 out of 10. You know, like
बढ़िया भाई. हाँ आज एक ही मैच है. Zoro.
You know, maybe a 5-7 or
Sahil,
lucky 6-6,
all good भाई.
This isn't bad. They still have a really good shot here to potentially take this map, potentially pull an overtime in. Let's see if they can do it, because I'm seeing a lot of really good ideas from RRQ. It's just sometimes the execution, sometimes their individual mechanics just aren't quite as crisp as Genji's.
I mean, of course, they have to go up against Meteor. And that's just always going to be...
That's not fun.
Yeah. That's like Mount Everest.
What do you do? I mean, he's currently vying for that title of Korean Jet, you know, which is like...
How many Korean Jets we got? We got Texture, we got Meteor.
That's the thing, right?
Buzz.
कैमरा का वायर लूज है रे इसके लिए.
Now we
प्रॉब्लम होता है कभी-कभी.
We have a lot. It was 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝑋𝐿𝐼𝑋 used to be, he was the OG Korean Jet, you know, but that's the thing, like...
That's what you have to do when you come to Korea.
Right. The mechanical talent is crazy at the top level of Korea. It's pretty impressive. So that's why everyone wants to be that Korean Jet. I mean, that title, that's a valuable title to hold.
Man. So like you said, you know, 4-8, it's not bad. We've seen a lot of good ideas from RRQ. Do you have what it takes to push it further? Do you have what it takes to push it past that edge to maybe go into the third map?
I think so. I genuinely have been pretty impressed with RRQ today. So I really think there's a real shot.
हम लोग भी होते तो ऐसे RRQ की तरह ही खेलते रहते क्या?
Maybe even an overtime, maybe even a win. So
definitely a lot
पता
better
नहीं.
look.
शायद सीजन के स्टार्ट में, पर उसके बाद नहीं. एक बार यूज्ड हो जाते सबको फिर नहीं.
Will be able to get mound control. Trying to pick up that orb, but Meteor already dashing out. He wants those heads. 𝐿𝐼𝑋 will be the first one to find first strike, though. Sylvan back into it, and then the dog cover just to hold it off. RRQ on the other side of that thing.
नहीं होता था.
Flips kind of tagged down low.
मजा आता था.
Maybe even pinned. The Trailblazers got further information, but Genji are backing off.
Yeah, this is a great play here from both sides. Sylvan there backing up Meteor with some good utility. Meteor just not able to connect his shots probably as well as he might. It was a one-way setup here by 2GE. Give them maybe some...
Sati! Welcome to the stream. किधर हो Sati? कब भी आ रहे हो यार? बोर हो रहा है आपके बिना इधर.
Welcome to the watch party, Sati.
To try to make a play. At the end of the day, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. A little bit more damage.
GH में आ रहे हो इधर अभी? रात को आओगे ना?
नहीं.
A little bit banged up and 𝘆𝑒𝑟.
Oh. If anything, it's a great early exchange for RRQ. Maybe a little bit banged up, but still all good. Yeah. Because a lot of these utilities from Genji have been spent, and Looky here. I mean, the site's up and open. Oh, but it's free. Look at Mount.
Oh yeah.
Upper ले लिया रे.
This is going to be really interesting.
You're gonna be sandwiched?
Sylvan has to be real careful. It's all about timing right now for Gen G, right?
Bro, honestly.
Oh,
nice रे.
RRQ a little bit of a peek. They're getting that information. They're finding that contact, and they're getting those frags. So crucial.
Nice.
Oh भाई.
King alone.
To get.
Just tagging down the last potential position for where King could be. They know he's here. Knock on that door and
Perfect
you
timing
will
पे flank
be
देखा उसने.
answered.
Well,
Good.
A quick recap on what all I missed in today's match so far, please.
Bowen by the way, बहुत बड़े streamer है भाई.
RRQ started really well. Chatty attack side पे Genji के पास एक भी sentinel नहीं था, तो push करके flank से round secure किए 4-0.
4 round के बाद समझ
गया, हाँ, समझ गया कि लोग क्या कर रहे. तो जेंजी अगर स्प्लिट कर रहा था समझो डिश और ये साइड या आर्केड और इधर तो फास्ट करता था. जब स्प्लिट नहीं करता था तब बहुत स्लो खेलता था साथ में रह के. एंड वैसे 8 राउंड सिक्योर कर दिए.
हाँ मतलब नॉर्थ रखते थे या फिर स्पॉन साइड कुछ तो एक ही रखते थे हाथ में.
हाँ अल्ट्स के साथ ही स्प्लिट करते थे मोस्टली.
Like you mentioned, it's that early skirmish. RRQ not overheating, not overheating.
जेंजी 10 राउंड लगातार जीता. कुछ राउंड हारा बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ सेंटिनल. एंड फिर लास्ट में इको राउंड सिक्योर करके गेम ओवर.
क्या लिक्स चाहिए भाई तेरे को ज़ेनॉन? बता क्या लिक्स दो.
कह दो हमें
पानी नहीं है घर पे. 2 दिन से पानी नहीं आ रहा है.
Can hear some of it too. Gen G completely rotated over. RRQ just looking to overwhelm them with their numbers, with their firepower. Blocking even more, paranoia out. Surely to go in right now.
RRQ देखो थोड़ा ज़्यादा स्लो नहीं लग रहा है. मतलब ये राउंड निकाल दिया. हाँ. पर यही जेंजी यूटिल डाल के फास्ट स्पेस क्रिएट करता था. अच्छा एक्चुअली इन लोगों का जेट मर गया है इसके लिए.
स्पेस तो चल के ले रहा है ना गरीबों को.
जेट मर गया ना वो देखा नहीं था मैंने. अभी देखा.
Really is likely to put them back into this game. Gen G now.
कोरिया में कांटेक्ट के 5 सुपारी देना है अगले मैच के लिए.
On this entry.
जिनकी देने जाओगे वो ही नहीं देते उल्टे में.
From 𝐿𝐿 towards the side of RRQ, but then it
अब जेंजी खत्म कर देंगे. हाँ लग तो रहा है.
You know, get a kill or two there, but at the end of the day,
RRQ ये राउंड भूत निकालोगे गणेश गंगाधरा.
निकालेंगे सबकी. 6 राउंड निकाल दिया भाई.
But now they're switching things up, right? They want to win.
दोनों पिस्टल जीते हैं उन्होंने.
अच्छा दोनों पिस्टल जीत के 6 राउंड.
Got some of those guns. So far it's been near.
अभी क्या उसने लीक्स मांगा. मैंने बताया भाई क्या चल रहा है.
क्या लीक्स मांगा भाई? क्या बोला कप्पा?
अरे घर पे 2 दिन से पानी नहीं है भाई. नहाने को पानी नहीं है. वाइप करना पड़ रहा है गीले टॉवल से.
इधर अच्छा नहाने का ना.
हाँ
इधर पानी नहीं है लोग फिर भी नहीं नहाते. कप्पा क्या बोल रहे हैं हमको?
पानी है फिर भी नहीं नहाते ऐसा.
सो स्किल हो गया. क्या मत बोलो.
राशि सैटी बोल रहे कोरिया में कोई कांटेक्ट है क्या सुपारी देने की 5 लोगों की उधर अगले हफ्ते के पहले.
मेरा कांटेक्ट गया ही नहीं. कांटेक्ट इधर से बनाओ. जाने के बाद कांटेक्ट बनाओ.
ऑलरेडी रहेंगे कल तो. हाँ
good round for Gen G.
अपना एक गया है ना.
भूत निकालेंगे सबकी भूत.
Gen G. They got those guns. They're going in with those plays. They make the right.
अपना गैरी गया गैरी.
RRQ doing the same thing from before, but now sometimes some of these executes are a little bit blind.
Thank you for the 45.2k.
Surprised. Back into the next
0.2k.
completely engulfed in smoke.
क्या करें हम छोटे स्ट्रीमर्स को 100 से भी खुश होना पड़ता है भाई. आप लोग में तो हजार के नीचे काउंटर भी नहीं है.
बढ़िया सा ये होंडा सिविक. हम बड़ा स्ट्रीमर हमारे पास सिविक नहीं है. कैसा है?
मेरे पास है ही नहीं होंडा सिविक.
हम बड़ा स्ट्रीमर है हमारे पास एक ब्रांड डील नहीं है. आपके पास ओवन ब्रांड है. आप छोटा स्ट्रीमर बताओ अभी. हाँ
आपको अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाता ना कोई भी.
हम क्या करें ये ना.
हाँ सही है. अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते. सही है.
Gen G are playing
oh
this chess game to perfection.
The pawns, everything, layers upon layers have been set up for the success
Ready है क्या लो?
of Meteor! A quadra kill in the round, a crossfire set up on the rubble, and Gen.G don't let up.
I mean, phenomenal that they can get that done. You know, 𝐿𝐿𝐾𝐿 gets in there right as contact is being made as well. He's
players
scooting
from
his
both
way
teams,
through, but
RRQ
this is
and
all
Gen.G. भाई
TS
टॉक्सिक हो भाई तुम
remaining
लोग.
here for Meteor, and they are pointing it all out for
देखो
him.
flip side जैसे थोड़ा दिखता तो है.
Insane setup here for TS. That's a great idea where he's willing to set up his duelist for success. He's willing to be the guy who does, you know, the blue collar job. I'm going to take the damage. I'm going to be the one trying to distract for you. You get in there and do what you do best. Click some heads. Get us that round.
Perfect setup ready और top out of the
हाँ उधर नहीं था सुबह मैं भी उठ के देखा.
RRQ.
उधर नहीं मिला इसलिए तो ऐसा.
So many times in these rounds.
मेरा रूम में देख सकते हो एक बार.
Great plays, they have
Meteor तो भाई form में भाई.
Some of these strats, some of these executes, hitting different sites. Gen.G knows exactly
form में तो हम भी थे.
Exactly how to set up.
Yeah,
भरने नहीं दिया लेकिन form.
And that got a lot of credit to Coach 𝐿𝐿. He's been doing it for such a long time now, you know.
जब थोड़ा form में आना चालू है.
हाँ.
A very smart guy, played with the likes
Cancel कर दिया.
watch party करो.
The RX staff. You know, he played with a lot of those guys on the 𝐿𝐴 teams and those things way back in the day. So a lot of history in tactical FPS shooters for that coach. And you can see that he's got layers and layers and layers of strategy there. And that one, just a beautiful setup. RRQ not really
Goa.
expecting it. And you can see that their protocols, their reaction to that, it's a little messy.
Especially those protocols.
गुरु वो दे तो machine.
2 साल से carry किया ना.
Machine तो दे.
As well as RRQ strive to find their footing.
पापा दिखाओ मैं chat को दिखाओ.
नहीं.
Look at how much space Gen.G is giving.
Chat तुम लोग को वो machine से टिक खाता हूँ. मजा आ जाएगा तुम सबको.
गोवा में मसाज करा लो. गोवा में हो भाई थाईलैंड में थोड़ी.
पापा दिखाओ ना टिक.
नहीं वो नहीं दिखाना. वो ट्रिक तो अपने स्ट्रीम पे दिखाना कभी. ठीक है.
मेरे लिए गाइस बढ़िया सा ट्रिक है बता रहा हूँ. काम आएगा आगे.
Gen.G तो खत्म ही कर रहा है भाई.
हाँ भाई.
Gen.G again the tight retakes.
रॉसी फ्लाइट वन कल जो भी दिन तुम मुझे पूछोगे उसमें कल ऐड कर देना. एक दिन तो आएगा जब मैं आज बोलूंगा तो मुझे बुझा रहा है तो.
Anything that happened at the beginning of the round, they use only a smattering of utility.
देखो आज तो नहीं जा रहा.
Wisely playing back off of that A main side because you know that there's going to be some utility commit from the side of RRQ based on what they saw in the previous round with the positioning of Meteor and TS. So Gen.G plays back.
भाई Gen.G का गेम मतलब जैसे गोवा में यार लाइन सोच लीजिए पर मार नहीं सकता. सॉरी गाइस.
बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं. लास्ट टाइम वो लोग ने बीमेन पे एमेन पे फाइट किया था रबल के इधर. इस बार वो लोग ने छोड़ा, दूसरी जगह स्ट्रांग रखा और रिटेक खेला. और रिटेक भी सक्सेसफुल क्योंकि वो किंग इतना पेशेंस से डिसिप्लिन से रुका हुआ था उधर. दूसरा ओमन बीमेन पे रुका हुआ था और बाकी लोग फ्लैंक. अच्छा बहुत प्लान तो है.
Gen.G just might be able to go in with it. They're going in fast. Spike cannot be planted. You are stuck. You are trapped. Flips in this corner. Cannot get out. A bit of a flash. The Nightfall sent in as well. And they can't quite move. 𝘆𝐿𝐴 trying to bail his teammates out of this. The Sinkers. To buy a bit more time.
कहाँ से कहाँ आ गया रे वो
In fact, they push all the way through the spawn in towards the A site where they just might be able to pull this back.
watch party किया था.
The other Meteor answers back. We have a jet duel on their hands.
देख रहे हो
They're
guys.
going full anime with
यही
this.
चश्मा था क्या? वो पिंक कलर वाला था.
वो किया उसके नेक्स्ट दिन से ही चालू हो रहा.
What's next though?
देख के तो.
Talk about anime now. You've got the
बेचारे को
faceless
फ्लैश में उड़ा
Titans
दिया.
on the side of Gen.G. Flips. Can you do it? Only with a stinger. A bit of a peek. And a shot fire from Meteor, sticking the defuse. It's too much pressure, and this time the Titans crush him down.
But
Match point for Gen.G.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, whenever you need Meteor to come up with a big kill, he's right
पे
there for
8,000 watching.
I mean, just out like you said, outdueling the anime battle there.
Monday है ना?
Wins that. That's a huge part of this round. Now, the early part of this round is phenomenal here from Gen G as well. King, his initial response to the contact on B is to throw a nano swarm to split up the forces of RRQ. That buys time for the rotations for the rest.
Hey, क्यों अभी मारेगा ना DRX को?
Flashes, utility, everything.
अगर कोरिया पहुंच गया तो.
But it kind of doesn't break our.
मुझे डाउट तो है इस बात पे.
Things get scrappy.
नहीं बोल जा.
Able to rotate away, but
तो फिर मारेगा ना?
Outduels.
Next match कभी है बच्चे? थर्ड को है I think. थर्ड को है ना?
पता नहीं.
जो प्लेयर है उसको ही नहीं पता तो वॉच पार्टी वाले को क्या
प्लेयर को पता नहीं जा.
That's all he needs. It is Meteor after all. And there it is. Impact value gained. RRQ afraid to continue pushing onto the A site now. They spend that shrouded step to go back.
1-for-1 trade बोलते.
A little bit of trades of bullets here as well. King getting potentially overly courageous. From the shadows onto the C site though gives them quite the control that they're looking for. This might be RRQ's comeback. Stealing sight. Oh no,
bye bye.
The flashes.
Oh! बेचारा भाई.
Dude, that was a
भगवान ने
great
लिख
paranoia.
दिया है आज cheese और.
He's just Goddead just built different, dude.
Oh, not like
अरे
this. And then two remain. Where are they gonna go? They're not backing up the mount. It's not quite planned for it, so they're just holding on to the angle themselves. But it's not gonna work. 1v3 flips.
कोई मर नहीं रहा है.
He catches the first, but Goddead still alive.
एक भी जन नहीं मर रहा भाई. भगवान का नाम लिख के आया क्या?
12-6. I mean 13-6. It's gonna be Gen G.
देखो guys 2-0 हो गया.
प्लास्टिक बुलेट्स
बैटल पास तो नहीं जीते तुम लोग.
RRQ
ऐसे बकरा बनाते गए तुम लोग को बता रहा हूँ.
अरे क्या एक भी गेम RRQ निकाल देता
मजाक किया भाई. माफ कर दो भाई.
अभी इसको क्या बकरा बनाओ भाई.
But again, he had the drop on his opponent. 𝐿-𝐼𝑃 was not ready for him. Because they had gotten.
अरे यही सेकंड मैप था भाई.
Know that King had snuck up behind the other side of that wall.
सेकंड मैच है नहीं आज. एक ही मैच है. एक ही गेम था आज.
Realizes he has 𝐿-𝐼𝑃 off guard.
GG will trade. आज एक ही गेम था. दूसरा गेम नहीं है.
रैंक खेलेगा कोई? KappA?
ओह खाना.
It's a flash
क्या
and then
खाना?
it's a go, but
खाना
they're watching from both angles. It's Goddead watching left and
हाँ भाई
Sylvan
KappA
watching
एक्सक्यूज
right,
ढूंढ रहा है भाई.
and
ठीक है.
therefore they're able to make sure that each other is covered.
क्या
Nobody
नहीं
can
रे?
lose Sylvan, so
खाना नहीं खाऊं.
looking the wrong way.
नहीं.
भाई ट्वीट का रिप्लाई देखा क्या? नहीं चैटी देखता हूँ अभी. वॉच पार्टी कर रहा था.
That sets them up for the win.
Even the different spots in which they use some of these plays as well.
नहीं रे साहिल अभी तक नहीं.
खेलेगा गणेश?
Just based off the timing of these things. Gen G again.
कल ही तो 13-0 किया.
They got those point numbers.
क्या करेगा अभी तुम लोग बताओ. स्ट्रीम बंद करे वॉच पार्टी का या गेम खेले या बातें करे.
What an impact that he's having. I know we all wanted to see Sylvan, and he had a phenomenal map, 16 and 13.
नहीं
with 9 assists himself, but Goddead on the KO, 15, 12, 19 assists, having phenomenal impact here. Setting up
गेम खेल ले. 2 गेम खेलता हूँ.
being an absolute nuisance.
Just chatting.
Really good timings on his ults today with the KO.
OG versus A. भाई मेरे को कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक नहीं चाहिए. नॉट विन का कोई भी कंटेंट नहीं स्ट्रीम करना विदाउट परमिशन. रिएक्ट टू योर ओल्डेस्ट फेसबुक फोटोज. बाप रे. चलो पहले उससे शुरुआत की जाए. 1 सेकंड. पहले मीडिया बंद करो.
VCT Pacific, but the way they've improved since those previous showings, for lock-in, for example.
I saw a lot of really good ideas here today from RRQ. The starts both map were really good, and that's a good sign.
VCL ऐसे के बेस्ट प्लेयर्स. अभी मेरे दिमाग में एक लाइन थी बहुत ज़्यादा savage हो जाएगी. गाने नहीं करता.
अरे बोल दो बिंदास.
Those kind of things, they'll take a little bit of time, but a lot of positive signs here for RRQ, honestly.
Definitely going to take a little bit more drilling. But that said,
चलो bye bye guys.
मैं बोलने वाला था VCL ऐसे में तो सारे ही प्लेस बेस्ट लग रहे हैं.
कल मिलते हैं. कल नहीं नेक्स्ट गेम. नेक्स्ट गेम डे. उसके पहले पता नहीं स्ट्रीम करूँगा गेम. Bye bye. See you later.